Oh,
And boom, boom, bam, we're live. What's up, everybody?
good morning.
Size Matters is out there. Ricky Johns, how you doing? Rowdy Royal, Chad Thomason. Dan 3, good morning, good morning. 922 Crappy Barbecue. And Dave G. Welcome, everybody. We should be having a couple other anglers, but we will see. Deuces Stonefly, what's up?
What's up, Stonefly? Morning, Nubbies.
So, Dustin, I heard you've had an eventful few days. The peaceful vacation wasn't supposed to be a vacation, but didn't turn out as peaceful as what was supposed to happen.
All I can say is it could have ended up worse.
Well, all right.
So, yeah, we got the truck back. When did we leave? Wednesday. I got the truck back Wednesday. And Michaela and I loaded it up and headed to Lexington, Virginia for the 4-H State Horse Show. We weren't hauling anything, thank goodness. We were following the trailer, so we get there. Everything's fine. Michaela drove the entire way. We get there. I pull around to unload everything. We get everything unloaded. I go to pull the truck around the barn to park it off to the side, and I get about 3/4 of the way down the stalls, and it dies on me. And then it wouldn't start again. Same exact issues we had last time. It was, from that point, it was a fiasco because I had to call my mechanic. Thank goodness it was on a weekday. They had to call their warranty folks, then their parts people, then their warranty people had to find a mechanic near Lexington that would come pick it up. And so they finally picked it up. Then it was at their shop, and then they had to order another fuel pump because apparently the fuel pump they put in it was bad. And so then I had to go get a rental car. And then Kelly was there on work, so she had to drive home Friday night to drive back Friday night in her car. So and then I would return the rental car, and then we finally came home in her car. But then my mechanic they had to order the part again from Chevrolet. So my mechanic towed my truck from Lexington, Virginia, back to their shop.
Oh, wow.
So hopefully I'll get it back on Wednesday.
Yeah. Fingers crossed, and hopefully that's the end of that ordeal. I don't know what that says for Chevy fuel pumps, because that's 2 of them less than 4 years old to go out in, less than 4 years. But I mean, really, in a week, that's something. That's why we get along. We have the same kind of luck, I guess. We've had some more awesome people come in. Nubby's Catfishing said they just got back in for a tournament. They took second with 67 pounds, I think he said.
Nice.
Saw Dan from Scuba Time Guide Service popped in. Good to see you, Dan. I just saw, apparently I missed a couple phone calls from Dan the other day. Please, somebody at the end of this, remind me to turn my ringer back on. I think my ringer notification has been off since Thursday, I think.
You had a peaceful half of your week, huh?
That's right. I didn't even realize it.
Morning, Andrew.
There's supposed to be let's see, Captain Morgan. It's that's right. Captain Morgan. Somebody else supposed to be fishing today. JG Hill. Don't call or text in if you need toilet paper. Yeah, I'm probably the wrong person to call if you need toilet paper. And Dustin and I were just talking about this last weekend, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Dan 3 said, yeah, he don't answer.
You got Steve Mosley, Misplaced Country Girl Fishing. Good morning.
Good to see everybody out there. Someone cut a hole in the bed of his truck. Chad said someone cut a hole in the bed of his truck to make easy access to change the fuel pump.
Morning, Ed. I saw Jeff Beals in here too.
That's definitely one way to do it, Chad.
Yeah, the guy that was hauling the trailer for us, that my daughter's horse was in, he's a mechanic, and he climbed under the truck and everything. And he's like, yeah, I turned the key to auxiliary. He says, yeah, I don't hear the fuel pump at all.
Yeah.
So
I don't see where it's an advantage to, and I'm not an engineer with that stuff. I'm just a basic, give me a $23 million, well, back in the day, $23 million F-16 aircraft, and I could explain it all to you. So I'm just no mechanics, but I can't see the benefit of the fuel pump being inside the fuel tank.
if you go on those conspiracy theory thing, it's designed that way so the mechanics have more work to do.
Yeah,
and can charge more money.
And most people at home don't want to deal with dropping the fuel tank and if it's got fuel in it, and yeah.
Yep.
That's one of the few things. And then usually, of course, it doesn't go by your house or anything like that. So,
good idea to put it inside.
Like, that's one of the things that we had go with the truck, with our truck. When I say our, I mean D. Smithy's truck. But
yeah, JG, if you missed that rant I went on, ended up driving down to Lexington, Virginia the day after my fuel pump was replaced, and the fuel pump they put in went bad.
You have mine?
Morning, Rhonda. John Murillo's in the house. Says good morning, all.
What's up, John?
Land obsolescence.
Pretty much.
Ernie Brown, what's going on?
Anybody else is out fishing? There is the link. Or if anybody else just wants to come up.
So, Stan, less about me, more about you. How you feeling today?
I'm getting there. I'm getting better.
Yes, Dan, how is your internal fuel pump treating you?
My fuel pump was a little sluggish, but it's getting better every day. So that's a good thing. Yeah, definitely. I'm not sure. I know it wasn't the. I think it was just one of the. Oh, here we go. We got somebody else popping now. Here's Captain Morgan.
Hey, Cap.
Morning, Captain. How you doing?
How you doing? See, we get her. I can get. All right.
There we go. JG said, Dustin, saw you on the bait shop briefly talking about it.
Yeah, I had to go up to the bait shop because Chad kept complaining that we were going live over top of him on Thursday nights.
Well, I was going to jump up there and say that it's not your fault that you are prompt and he's not by staying on. But it was just, I didn't get a chance to get up there. So JG Hill saying, good morning, Captain Morgan. Go, man, go.
Morning.
Good to see you.
Good morning.
Looks like he's got a nice spot out there. But yeah, so I'm getting back out there.
Hey, Dustin. How many viewers,
I got double volume, so bear with me.
Okay.
How many viewers do you average on your show, Dustin?
As of late, I think we're running about 50.
Oh wow. See, now I also thought about going live yesterday, but it would have been during the end of their panfish, their bait tournament thing.
Right.
To I think they established the qualifiers for the finale yesterday. I was gonna go live, but I thought the same thing. I thought it's better to be respectful, and I did not want to take my 5 to 6 viewers away from them. So I just figured that I would not go live. Uh, Needless to say, I didn't catch anything anyway. So, but I feel at this point, my 5 or 6 loyal show viewers are there, despite the fact that I can't catch fish. So I still felt like I was letting my people down, but I felt it was still the kind thing to do, not to steal views away from them, view time and everything. So
And I agree with that philosophy. I really do. And to be honest with everybody, when we were out on the boat, we were too busy catching bait, trying to get everything ready for our scheduled go live, and we didn't even think about the bait shop
yeah,
at 9 o'clock. I'm like, oh crap, it's 9 o'clock. I gotta go live.
That's okay, Dustin. Nobody else thinks about the bait shop either.
yeah. Oh snap! Yeah, so it's it's just one of those things that happens every now and then. But so you agree with the philosophy that I cannot catch fish? So I
No,
appreciate
the other
your
one.
honesty, Dustin.
The other one.
I was getting some legitimate and very useful information this morning from another person who frequents this area, and they said that they were talking to a guide on the other side of the reservoir, and he said right now there are so many shad. Good luck trying to get these fish to eat, because they have already eaten, they continue to eat, and everybody's struggling to catch fish. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm not struggling to catch them in my cast net. I was like, this is the best it's been all year. And he's like, yeah, that's why. I'm like, all right. So now here's the thing that I can't get. Half of my rods are out for carp, and we know carp, and I can't get a carp to bite either. So I don't know if these carp have turned on their original nature here, and they're feasting on shad as well. But it is possible they'll pick up a little piece of cut bait every now and then. But
Oh
yeah,
wow.
so my struggle is still real. I expect the fine captain there to mop the floor with me today. So, but hey, where would I rather be than out fishing with my buddies? So
That's right. That's right. And we've got Danny Stone. He's on the way. He'll be up when he gets there. So another Danny Stone following the two stands philosophy.
yeah,
Time is just a concept. There's no real constraint to it.
Rhonda made a comment about you, Marilla. She said you should have gone live. Most of your 6 viewers use computers and can watch multiple shows on multiple tabs.
yeah. I just wanted to be nice, though. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Yeah,
You
and
see what happens? You get. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Dustin.
I see what happens when you do. You get called onto the floor and you got to go defend yourself.
Well, and, as a person that this has happened to, when you're not normally the one that throws the shots out like that, and then when you do throw a couple, people think that it's real, like you really mean it, because he doesn't normally do that. So then all of a sudden, you got somebody like Brian or Chad or whatever that's throwing them out all the time, like, oh, he doesn't mean nothing by it. But then somebody throws one back that doesn't normally do it, and they're like, oh, did you hear what Dustin said?
Yeah, that happens to me a lot. I think that I just try to speak truth, but everybody has their own truth.
Well,
True.
this is true.
Oh, you agree? All right. Anyway, what you fishing with today, Captain? What's the bait?
Skipjack.
Uh-oh. Yippee skippy time.
Hey, Uncle
You know,
Jeep. Good morning.
I saw a skipjack once.
922.
They were smelly and oily and bloody.
that is apparently why they're such great bait when the water set they're in. Yeah,
I've never
JG,
fished here before. It's a new spot.
Hmm. Dang.
Small Water Charters says they have 7 in the boat so far this morning. What are you catching there, Small Water?
Whales.
That's right.
Maybe sharks.
Yeah, so Tony works with the NFL on I believe statistics. So he's fishing tonight in the Monster Hunt on
Nice.
Palmetto Catch Channel. There we go. I'm not trying to score any brownie points for Two Stands Fishing, also fishing tonight on the Monster Hunt on Palmetto Catch Channel. Not trying to score any brownie points with Kevin because it doesn't matter. But oh, thank you. There we go. Palmetto Cats.
I don't know what happened. How did that do that?
One of the best shirts out there. But last night was day 1 of the Monster Hunt. A very close battle. Yeah, I wish we had some skipjack here too, because seems like that is the bait of choice everywhere that they're at. But
Hey, Stan, I happened to have fallen asleep 22 minutes before the end of last night's monster hunt. Who happened to win that?
it was fellow Team FOA member Mike Greenwell
Yep.
barely edging out Epic. Epic had 38 something, and I think Mike's fish was 39 something.
Yep.
So less than a pound difference, but still very attainable score. Very attainable score. So
It must be so nice to see rods bend.
that's right, Uncle Jeep. I don't know what they were doing last night.
Remember, this is a monster hunt.
That's right.
If
No,
you're
I've
targeting.
got it. I've got it down. They were catching 2-pounders last night, and Uncle Jeep made the comment in there. He said, "I haven't been doing my job. I haven't been teaching people how to target fish because they definitely were not targeting monsters till towards the end of it." Yep. Yeah, I definitely think that the 39, 40-pound mark, I think that'll definitely beat tonight. There's too many good waters and too many good anglers on good water. Got let's
Is
see. I
Stan
think.
3 fishing?
Well, I do believe we are. Stand 3 is definitely going to be fishing. We just found out though. We're not sure. We might not make it, or he might not make it on time. I'm going to try to be with him, but he's fishing tonight. We found out that my granddaughter's, my younger granddaughter, Tiny Smith, she started softball this year also. Well, fall league started, and we're thinking, okay, no problem. Softball's on Saturdays. Well, the spring league is on Saturdays, not the fall league. The fall league is on Sundays. And so the one game, the youngest one, and of course they don't play in the same, they got games at different cities every week. So, and they pushed the youngest one, they pushed Tiny Smith's game back till later on in the afternoon. So we're trying to figure that out. But yes, so 40 pounds is definitely an attainable score. We haven't been getting a good bite till after dark anyhow. So yeah, and John did well last night. John still don't know him very well. What's his name? Catfish Hunter
Oh,
TV
yeah, John and Dana.
from the Tennessee. Yep, yep.
Yep.
But Epic caught, Epic caught some dinks. At least, that's what he considers dinks. Nothing over 50 or 60 pounds, then that's dinks to him.
He caught, I think,
Yeah.
11 fish, totaling like 200 and some pounds.
He called a fish a dink. They weighed it, and it was 20 pounds.
Yep.
I think he boat flipped it too, didn't he? Just like, come on, Epic.
Yeah.
Lauren's walking towards us. She's carrying a fish.
Uh-oh.
She's got a devilish smile on her face. Get her to talk to the camera. Did you find another one? Okay, so this happened as we arrived. Lauren found this. I believe it's a red tail sucker. At first, I misidentified it as a carp. Here, get in front of the camera. Show the camera. She just found a floater, just barely breathing.
Would you like full screen, Lauren?
So,
yes, please.
There you go. Look at
Lauren has procured us bait.
Oh my goodness. Look at that. Good job, Lauren.
Right.
Well, you know what that means? Lauren's on the board with .22.
Oh, so to be totally honest, Dan, she caught that with her hands. So does that count? It's not on rod and reel.
Please.
That's got to be worth .44 then.
What's up, Catfish Dog?
That's good bait right there, Michael.
Yeah. All right. Well, I definitely want to apologize to Captain Morgan because I know the value of bringing a cute kid fishing with you. I know I get away with a lot of stuff, and that's some of it.
Hey, more bait.
All right.
You're lucky.
Yep. Wash your hands. You did. Oh, you already did. You're right.
Cannot believe how fast time is going.
Oh, it's all right. Good.
That's
Lauren,
right. We support youth angling.
Amen to that. Yeah, and Michael Stan 3 said that 20-pounder, that is a dink. But and that's when I first started talking with Epic, like that was one of the things that we had talked about. Like everybody, if you're blessed to fish in some waters, regardless of what waters you fish in, there's going to be different sizes of fish. And if a 10-pound channel cat is the big fish that's in those waters, like that's what you're targeting. Use the match your gear to what you're targeting, and it's a monster.
Yep.
So that's kind of how it goes. But when you're blessed to be by what Epic calls the donkey waters, you find where they're at in your area, and it's a journey. And at one point, the biggest catfish that we first caught was a 22-pound blue cat. Imagine that. And taking pictures and flipping out over it. Like, this is before we started YouTube, and that's like, oh my gosh, look at this monster. And now it's like, now it's you catch so many of them, it does get to that point. So we got to think how many fish of that size, because that's pretty much primarily what Epic targets. And after a while, you start doing that, and it's like, okay, your whole excitement is getting that next bigger fish. And so you kind of get it. And he said, watch what happens on the journey, and he was certainly right, because
Absolutely.
I mean, I still get excited with the 2-pounders. Y'all see me, but but yeah, now it's just great. I just love it. I think it's one of the best sport fish out there, because there's not many fish that you can go from 2 pounds, and literally there's waters across the country where you can go from 2 pounds up to over 100 pounds. That doesn't happen with bass. It doesn't happen. There was only a couple of fish that can happen with. And I think that the sad part is that most of the ones that happened with, or none of them get the respect that they deserve.
I don't think Telly's watching.
Yeah.
Oh, you never know. Talk some really good smack, and she's right there, within reach of the pans.
I know.
He's as brave as it goes.
No, I don't think he's brave. I think he's just smart. He knows how to, maybe he puts some brownie points in the bank so that he can get away with a few things. I think that's more of what it is. Like he was talking about, she was having a bad day at work the other day, so he was going to have what did he say? A nice peanut butter bourbon ready for her, and a this and a that. So he was going to have it all nice little thing set up for her. So I think he's smart. I think that's what I know. That sounds crazy, me saying that Hooks is smart, but I think that's what it is.
I think.
Morning, Eddie G. Catfish Dog.
Catfish Dog, you're more than welcome to come up if anybody wants to come up. We've got some fishing going on. Danny Stone is going to be popping up, but that still leaves us some extra space to be.
Yeah, Jeep made a comment. He thinks catfish hunters thought he was being serious in his trolling last night. So Jeep, John and Dan are still new to the community, so they still don't know everybody. So I mean, I got the same sense when I was talking to him on Jody's show a couple weeks ago. I made a joke, and I think he took me serious. So.
Hey, there's our good friend Shade Tree Catfishing out.
Hey, nice hat.
Yeah, thank you, Shade Tree Catfishing. Speaking of nice hat, I got to meet Shade Tree, I think two cat cons ago, and he brought
this last one.
What? Well, I got him. I got it the last one, but I met him the one before that.
Oh, okay.
Him and his wife.
Yeah, it was awesome meeting them. It was awesome meeting everybody.
Minus 20.
Oh. Looky there.
And the show just keeps growing.
Maybe. There he is.
We see you, dog.
Dan, Dustin, how you doing?
What's up, dog?
Morning. I'm out in an undisclosed location. We're at a private property, and I'm catching some bass this morning, and caught some really nice catfish last night. I caught 8-pounder, 6-pounder, 4-pounder. They were all channels, so we've been having a good time.
There you go. That's what it's all about.
I was about to say he's in such an undisclosed location, the signal doesn't even know where he's at.
Yeah.
No, I'm out in the middle of nowhere, and if I drop off, it wouldn't surprise me one bit. I mean, I'm really out in the middle of nowhere.
Well, so
got the guard dog out over there on the side.
It started out a little sketchy, dog, but I think the signal's catching up with you.
It's starting to find him, toning in.
Up with it. All right,
yeah.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. We got here yesterday, and this lake I'm standing on right now was just alive. I mean, all kinds of bait activity, and I was catching 5-pound bass left and right. This morning, it's smooth as glass. I'm wondering if this is not more, this lake ain't awake yet.
You never know.
Let's find out.
Hey,
boom, boom, bam.
Good friend. Boom, boom, bam. Painting Services by Steve. Great to see you. The Mountain Dew for Stan. Well, thank you, my friend. Mountain Dew has gone up. I appreciate that. With the $4.99. Good to see you. Been a long time supporter.
I got big travel to. The leader one.
Oh, now it's signal's not finding you now. Oh, I see it. Got the Mountain Dew going. All right. Mountain Dew, have your people call my people. We're still waiting.
I must be a little bit lagged then. JG, I ain't had no commercials for the last couple of weeks because I've been at my grandson's football on Friday night.
There you
Family
go.
first.
That's right. Family first. Family first.
Don't worry, I'll be back. I've been watching. I got material.
Fishing with Jeff Beal said no, he decided to fish. He was fishing where the fugitive who broke out of jail was last seen. That's right. That was up in Pennsylvania, wasn't it?
They did say he changed his appearance, Jeff.
Hmm. Jeff is known for changing his name a lot. So we'll have to see.
Oh,
But definitely,
Signal
thank
said.
you. Appreciate that.
Signal said,
Hey,
"I'm out of
Stan.
here."
Hey, Stan, does your family eat these Scooby snacks?
Ooh.
Not yet, but I will start.
Ooh, Reggie.
They have them at Sam's Club right now, so I got a huge box of Scooby snacks.
Oh,
Yep.
skipjack.
And there's what Skipjack looked like.
.22.
There we go.
I said no handfish yet.
All right, so Captain Morgan on the board with the .22.
Let him park. Don't go right up there. Let him park.
Friday night football. Man, do I miss those days.
So long ago.
That's right. That's right. My football days. And by my, I mean Stan 3's football days. However, I did become pretty popular with the you think the sturgeon story is there. I was what are you talking about, woman? Everybody loved it. Green and yellow was the school color, so I showed up.
Oh,
Green and yellow. Oh man, that looks delicious.
I gotta keep muting the mic though because these things crunch.
J.G. Hill said, "My wife put some of those in my lunch one day. I questioned her before eating them. Are you sure this isn't a doggy treat?" Look at there. Even your son is admitting it. I had a whole page in the yearbook.
And he hadn't even caught a sturgeon yet.
That's right. That's right.
That's funny.
And I'm just going to put the quote that was on there, and the last thing I'm going to say about it. He single-handedly made each game that much better. There we go. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, it was. At least in my mind, you know, that's all that matters. That's how I remember it.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was trying to help you out.
Well, as a matter of fact, Michael, when somebody brings that up, that is in the contract that I have to talk about that, right?
Do it.
I don't know if you see the comment that's on there.
Peyton Services by Steve said, Stan caught a sturgeon? When? Tell about it.
Oh, I think I still have the picture in my...
Did Stan 3 hide it from you again?
No, I think I brought it fishing with me. However, luckily, I brought the wood burning one fishing. I have it in my fishing bag. But...
Of course.
See, your son said we had to come up with something. But luckily, I do have this one right here that was given to me by Uncle Lou. There it is. There's our 7.5-foot sturgeon for those that hadn't heard about it. Of course, this is going back to September 16th, 2021.
Wow.
It seems
1921?
It seems like I've been telling the story that long, right? How many people, seriously, how many people when it did flip over in the 2000s, How long did it take y'all to stop saying the 19s?
I don't remember. That was so long ago.
That's true. You were just a young one back then.
I was 20.
Oh, yes. I'll tell that story too in a minute. Oh wow, Stan 3 was out with the boys yesterday. Said they almost had one jump in the boat yesterday.
Wow.
That is awesome when that happens. That's funny. And thank you for bringing that up, Steve. Let's see, we'll get dog back in the house. So anyways, talking about, the 19s, you remember, for those of us that were, Dustin, I know you're a little young for this, but for those of us that were in the, 19s, you said you were born in the 60s. It was, the last two, you didn't have to do the front of it. Well, now that we're up there a little bit, we're in the 2020s. My wife got a shirt for the baby granddaughter, and it said, "I'm a 20s baby," and she couldn't figure out. She's like, "What is that? I don't get it." She's like, "Why does that say 20s baby?" And I'm like, "Because it's 23. The 2020s. There's nobody from the 1920s that we're talking about anymore. So it's the 20s now."
Well, they're few and far between.
Thank you very much.
922.
Thank you.
Said 922 said, Stan, remember the 18s?
Oh, that's too funny.
Wow.
We're right on the right mode today, Dustin. We are clicking the same thing, the same comment at the same time. Yeah, they can literally jump up to 10 feet out of the entire body up out of the water.
I saw a 7-foot sturgeon clear the water by 5 feet.
It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. There's only a few of you out there. You, Michael, there's a couple of them. But it's in my contract. I have to talk about it when it's brought up. So.
We got Kelly Bullock in the house saying good morning. Micro Tonners for life.
Oh, I missed it. What's up, Kelly? Great to see you. Speaking of CatCon, another great CatCon memory there with the Micro Tonner.
I got initiated into the 1-ton fishing club at CatCon.
Luckily, we've got stories to tell. So that was kind of the funny part. Was we were trying to find the place to eat, and we ended up going into an all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet. And the funny part was the group that went in. So of course you had 1 ton. Josh, Art, and Kyle was there. None of them small guys. I think Kyle's probably the smallest one at about 425. And Kevin was with us. Michael was there. Dustin, myself. None of us small guys at all. And here is Kelly, who happened to join us also. So it was like one of these things is not like the others.
I'm trying to find that picture.
Speaking of that, there's Kevin. How's it going, Kevin? And of course,
hey, what's up, Kevin?
But they did not refuse us. They did not refuse. They said you could see their faces though. They're like, "Oh man."
Look, Stan. Stop being nice about it. That lady was mean. She's like, we not make more. You eat what's here. And I'm like, yeah, it looks okay. We will enjoy it. She's like, not make more. I'm like, thank you.
She did point out, that's right, that they are closing in an hour. They don't make more food. That's it. Whatever's there, that's it.
That's right. Anna was there too with Kevin. We had Kelly and Anna, the two smallest people in the group.
Yep.
And I felt like when she said that she was singling me out, and I'm like, talk to those guys. I don't have a problem. It's like, if you think you have a problem, talk with Art, talk with Josh. I mean, what are you staring at me for?
Kevin says, I distinctly remember one of them saying, "You got to go, Joe." Well, that wasn't until Uncle Josh told them that I was a famous angler. So, of course, what did that lead to? That led to the sturgeon story all over again. I'm like, yeah, I'm a famous angler. That's what we're here for. We're here for a fishing convention. And look, I'll show you. Look, look at the size of this fish that I caught. And then that was a whole. Of course, it wasted about 20 minutes of my eating time, but.
Hillbilly Hondo, I think it's the one by the airport. If I'm not mistaken.
That's right. You've been here 4 hours. You go home now.
Yeah, it's got to be by the airport because those UPS planes were going right over us.
Yeah. Kelly Bullock said, but I ate more than any one of you. Well, it's always the smallest person that eats the most.
You didn't out eat me. I had 5 heaping plates, and then I went back and got another half plate.
I think we were just letting them. I was
trying
letting
to
them have that
earn
one, Michael.
my membership into the 1-ton fishing club.
I was going to say, I know I had a couple plates of frog legs alone. Yes, and as Paul Meadows pointing out, yes, of course, we're not going to forget about Anna. I was just trying to build the story, the joke, the punchline of all of us big guys and then Kelly. No shot. That's no shot at Kelly at all. It's just pointing out the size differential. That's all. That's right. And as Andrew will tell you, size matters.
You're welcome, Hillbilly.
Good one, good one.
Morning, Tim Molina.
What's up? Tim Molina's out there. It was great seeing Tim. I'm sure everybody that was at CatCon, that was one of their highlights, getting to meet Tim Molina there. Chad Tomlinson again. I bring it up. I watch Chad on Facebook. I love watching projects come together. He's got his been doing a lot of different things on the his pontoon boat there.
Yep.
That's right here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Why you bring seal? That's right, Danny. They were definitely thinking that. You feed these big guys quick, they're eating that little guy.
What I like is how they did bring some shrimp out, even though they said they weren't going to make anything more. She's over there at that table, staring at all of us while we're eating. And I'm like, hey, guys, there's more shrimp out there. That lady lied to us. They did bring more stuff out. And then everybody hammers that shrimp.
Well, thank you, Tim. Thank you.
So, apparently I'm chopped liver at the CatCon.
No, you did a great job too, Stan.
I was battling through injury. No, I was the smart one at CatCon because that would have been me the entire time by myself. I'm like, hey, I wonder what Dustin's doing. Hey, Dustin.
He's like, oh, good, Dustin's here. I got something I got to go take care of.
But that was
No,
something I don't think anybody predicted. I think it was 8,222 people that showed up.
ish.
Yeah, it was definitely over 8,000 people at CatCon last year in 2 days. Absolutely crazy.
It was nonstop making those badges. It was nonstop. And if
Well, you
Steve wants
know,
me to do it again, I'd be more than happy to help out.
if they want to make the badges starting about 11:30 the night before it opens, I'm just saying it's hard to keep up. But I
Yeah.
think he had forgotten them at his house, so he had to go back and get them
Oh my
and then come
goodness.
back.
That's right.
There's
I can do
definitely
that part.
a
I can do
mistake.
that part, Tim.
Hey, Robin C., what's going on?
Yeah, it was like we just went over there at the beginning. I'm like, hey, Dustin, let me introduce you to Hervé. And and that was it. I just kind of got stuck there. And next thing I know, it just was, I'm like, oh, we need more than just me trying to hobble up and down this thing here. Robin,
Well, that's
see, that's right. Got to meet
that's
Robin
what
C.
we had talked about that. That's one of the things that's why we went early to see if we could help out in any way. That's why we tried to get up there earlier than earlier Thursday. We just, time wise, we just didn't make it. But I mean, that's one of the biggest reasons we went there as early as we could to try to see if there's anything we could do to help set up, and it just worked out that we were able to help.
Yeah, Thursday was cool, getting to help get the cast and pond together, and just seeing it all come together is pretty cool.
Absolutely. Another good thing about working the front desk was I got to see everybody that I hadn't, that I'd never met before. I saw them as they came in the door.
That was the great part. Yeah, you definitely didn't miss anybody because
Right.
the bad part of that was didn't necessarily have the time to talk with everybody. But
That's what the hotel was for afterwards.
No, the hotel was slamming after that. No, I'm just the MC. However, I am changing the rules this year.
Uh-oh.
The rules for the cook-off. There you go, Tim. I'll get to Tim's comment in just a second. But the rules for the cook-off, I am changing it. Oh, sorry, Tim. Not you, Tim, but Tim Molina, Tim.
I'm reading the comment.
The rules for the cook-off, I am adding one stipulation in there. Not only do all the judges have to get a piece, but the MC must get a piece so I can validate. I think it's only fair that I have to validate the end result because, I don't want to have any unfair, if the judges say that piece number 2 or 4 or 5, whatever, was the best catfish. I want to make sure that there was no payoffs. There was nothing funny going on. I want to make sure that it actually was a great piece of catfish. So, yes, the MC gets one of each piece at least. I think that's a great idea myself.
Yep, absolutely.
That's right. We can't forget Uncle Jeep. What were we calling Uncle Jeep last year?
Oh.
There was a lot of names. We call him a lot of things, but
It was a lot of work. We moved tables from here to there and chairs, and Jeep was trying to find places to put all the YouTubers and
Michael and Jeep were the big procurement specialists. They were
That's
procuring tables and chairs and
Maple Bacon Jeep.
yeah.
That's right.
And you did, Uncle Jeep. That was and that's. We heard Kevin talking last night. He has talked with Steve. This year it's just growing. The CatCon now adding crappie, however you want to say, it's growing exponentially, really. So this year is going to be the spaces are selling out even quicker than they did last year. So I think every year it's going to be a little bigger. So that's going to be even more products, even more people there. And where was my thought going? Oh, so with there is going to be a YouTube area. It's just a matter of where it's going to be. Yes, bring a camp chair. Great point. Kevin was bringing up last night that there will be a YouTube area. We'll find something. It's just obviously space is the whole point of that thing is it is a business and space is valuable. So, but we'll be able to find a group area somewhere.
If there's no designated space, we'll just all hoard in one spot.
That's all. Downtown Ernie Brown, another one that was there, says best stuff I ate was Uncle Jeep's donuts. Only one word, heaven. I don't know. I kind of like the Taco Bell that and oh my goodness, the White Castle that Tim had. That was that. Man, I needed that day. That was a boost, and luckily, I think I was able to get about 6 of them because I was needing that extra energy for sure.
I like how we ate the leftovers that we had grilled.
There you go. Hooks are just going to sit on my lap.
I just tried to boat flip me about a 4-pounder and he got off the hook. Oh well.
See what happens?
Yeah. There's big tall weeds around here and I got kind of boat flip them, so.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm with Palmetto on this.
Oh no, Uncle Jeep says that the Taco Bell was closed last year. Yes,
that's right.
That was man. That was that is the one thing that I did miss about for anybody that got to go to the Kansas City Cat Cons, everything was right there. So you left the convention center and the hotel was like diagonally down the street, and then everything was right there. So everybody went as a group to the different restaurants. So but at Louisville, there's no place like that. Like there's nothing. It's the convention center is off by itself, and there's no vehicle access and that kind of stuff. So to be able to go back to the hotel and then everybody was outside grilling together and telling stories, and we just got
doing shows.
Doing shows. Yeah, we were doing the live shows from there, and that was a blast. And then getting to sit there and Epic telling stories, and then we got to meet Palmetto introduced us to the I don't know why his name's not coming to me, but the man that invented the kind of the Santa Cooper rig.
Yep. Morning, Big Wrench.
That's right. Again, the YouTube area will be easy to find. Just listen for the sound of 2 stands in Danny Stone, and you'll be able to find it from the parking lot. Just trace it right back there.
I was just wondering who got to shake John Parker's hand at CatCon last year.
Well, Jody just has a commercial for you. Here you go, Tim.
Jody, good one.
Yeah, there you go, Jody. I sure did. Too much Mountain Dew that day.
How
you doing, Jody girl? Morning, baby girl.
I have seen what happens when you shake John Parker's hand, and I've heard Tim talk about it enough. So no, I don't do that. He can pass the juju, the bad fish juju, on to you by contact. So,
Ernie.
That's right. They had the bouncy house there for Chad and Chris. I mean, for the kids.
Casey Nelms, that was his name.
Thank you. Yes, that was great. Listening to the stories. Of course, though, he blew away my childhood talking about the He blew away my childhood talking about filming of some old TV shows. But anyways, I'm not gonna. That's for a different. That's his story to tell.
Oh, look at that! Cool Cats is offering Jody's cooking out for this year.
I've actually had Jody. I don't know if you saw this or not, but I've actually had a lot of people petitioning for you to join the Catfish Cook-Off. I'm just saying that I've had a lot of people asking, can Jody get signed up for the Catfish Cook-Off? So I don't know.
There you go.
There we go. It's set.
922 says, "Tell Jody I said hi and put down the Pop-Tart."
It's on, guys. It's on.
Uh-oh. You got it?
You want to get it, Dustin? Go ahead.
I'll get it. I got my computer, so it's a little easier for me.
Yeah, this way I don't got to put my eyes, I don't got to John Parker the screen to find it.
Oh.
Dale Hayslip out there. Good morning, Dale. Big Wrench, another great one.
He said maybe we should try to pass good juju to John Parker.
Hey, that's an idea. Maybe if more of us shake his hand, we'll pass the good juju on to him.
There you go.
That's a good idea.
Look, you ain't seen a whole lot of these on this show before, but look at the size of this radio right here.
Woo, there you go.
I caught that on a number 6 circle hook.
Wow.
With hey, Monty, right there, guard dog right there. He set the he set the guard dog off. Right there. That's big, man.
Look at that slow motion. Look at that.
Inches. That's big.
Hey, we got a catfish.
Uh-oh.
Look, I froze right there. Perfect timing.
This thing's so little, we can connect all the dots.
There we go.
Ooh, it's a monster. It's a monster.
But that does officially put Lauren Rural Family Fishing in the lead. Let's see. There was a couple good comments. Hillbilly Hondo, I wish there was some type of Steve Douglas tournament. Maybe win a ring or bracelet a day or two before the conference. What do you mean, like a ride all the rides for free kind of bracelet?
What's up, OG Sean White?
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, Stan. Mike M. Hello, Catfish Dog. And hello to Captain Morgan. Last and definitely not least, hello to Mr. Clean's brother. And you're doing a great job, Dustin.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
Thank you very much.
That's kind of funny because I caught that fish on a Patriot rod, Hellcat Patriot rod, with a great big old with a Abu 6500 catfish special, 65-pound braid.
And that sucker was.
Show us the size of the hook. Show us the hook.
Well, here's the hook. Here's the hook right here. I caught him on that hook right there.
Wow.
Now you know what? That's a gosh darn big sunfish when they can take out a 6/0 hook and a Patriot rod. That's for sure.
And he set the guard dog off too. I'm standing here talking to you guys, and I hear the guard dog hit the grass over there.
Well, there you go, Tim. That's a pretty good commercial for the guard dog.
I'm saying, there you go, Marnie.
Just saying. JG Hill said, received surprise artwork from Real Time on my Facebook page this morning. Awesome, made his day. Absolutely. I can't,
I have to go check that out. He does some great stuff. Oh, man, just awesome.
Everybody out there contributes a little something, adds a little something to the community. Everybody's got their own little thing, and that's what makes it so great. Everybody does their thing, but we joke around about, John. You'll hear me joke around about the bad juju and all that stuff all the time, but just what great people. I've been blessed to fish a couple times with him and his wife, and I was actually there when the takedown tower worked for the first time, and Steve Douglas had came in when it worked, and Steve had given him a couple clips, and it was just a pretty cool, awesome time. And but yeah,
awesome.
all these all the artwork and stuff that he's all you got to do is look out there and see how many what do you call it, the little icons or the avatars or
Thumbnails?
whatnot.
Oh,
What's that?
avatars, yeah.
All the
Avatars?
thumbnails, the avatars, the profile pics for Facebook and
Yep.
whatnot. I don't know all the technical terms, but you all know what I'm saying. Look how many of them out there came from John.
The one he sent me is getting ready to be a T-shirt.
There you go.
That one right there came from John.
There you go.
He made me another one of just me the other day. Thought it was pretty cool. Morning, Del Hayslip. How you doing, man?
Definitely was a cool one. Downtown Ernie Brown just wanted to say thank you to all the fans playing Timu. That's right. I got my first. I won my first one. I got a net and a drone, and then about to get another one. About to win on Fishland.
Sorry, Kevin. Palmetto sent me a message of Epic's face last night after that fish he caught and it jerked.
Uh-huh. Jody's going to fry an egg with Timolinas. Cool Cats Fishing saying, "Oh, all the brave people. I got to tell you, good luck. Good luck, all. Eat at your own risk." We must be talking about Jody. Jody must be. We're talking about Jody at the Catfish Cook-Off, I think. Cool Cats Fishing. Hey, Fishizzle, got bait? Hey, there's Curtis out there, speaking of CatCon.
Morning, Curtis. How you doing? Say hi to your brother for me.
That's right. And I saw that one. John Parker made a poster for Dan for the Goober Time Guide Service. It's amazing. He's got all kinds of little pictures of a lot of the catches.
That was pretty cool. Hey, can I show you? Can I show you that picture of Epic on this panel real quick?
Of course. Go ahead.
Just for context, that Epic caught I think it was the 36 or 37 pounder he caught last night, and he had it in his hand, and he went to lower it down, and it flipped on him. I was actually able to watch that one before I went to bed. Tim Molina said, "Challenge accepted, Jody." Hey, we got Lisa Elliott in the house.
But yeah, like I was saying, I see a lot of people out there in chat. There's all kinds of side conversations going on out there.
Hey, Stan. Hey, Stan. You're an old wrestling. You're an old wrestling fan. You think like maybe Pepper Gomez could take Jody's food on? You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I love the wrestling from days ago.
Way back, the TNA down on TBS. Oh, I loved it. I loved it.
Oh my goodness.
Good morning, Fishizzle.
I haven't heard that one in a while, dog.
Got Fishizzle saying good morning. We got Quiet Man Curtis in the house. What's going on?
But seriously, without leaving anybody out, because I don't remember all the people that are fishing tonight. Hey, what's up? Make it look easy, but You know, I mentioned our little struggle going on, but we should be able to get there tonight at some point, at least stand 3. But you've got some great anglers from the Tennessee, another great river, Jody and Fashizzle for sure, that I know are fishing tonight. Definitely, there's 3 right there, more than capable of passing a 40. It's a 39 point something. Jody went out and caught channel cats. I sent it to your messenger, Danny.
We got DC Metro out in the
Ain't
chat.
nothing wrong with channel cats, Jody. I caught me some nice ones last night.
There you go. Let's see who else is fishing tonight. It's just escaping me now, but there's definitely just about everybody that's fishing tonight could very easily pull off a 40-pounder. And Eric wants to remind us that there's only 166 days till CatCon. Everybody better hurry up and book your rooms. And if you're looking to get your tickets, www.catfishconference.com. Use code 2stands for 10% off on your CatCon tickets.
Go, Eric.
Fishing with Steve Moses said, "What crap?"
Excuse me, I'm gonna move.
Okay.
Briscoe brothers.
The Briscoe brothers, yeah. Danny says, on my way, hopefully.
Come on, Danny. Come on. Hurry up, buddy. The fish are biting. Maybe somewhere.
That's right. J-Dog is tonight. FOA. Fashizzle and Jody. Catfish Beaver Lynn. Gene Tillman. I think Gene fishes down in Sandy Cooper area. I believe that's where he fishes. That's right. The great J-Dog. We all know he's more than capable of getting a 40. So it's still anybody's game, but big shout out to everybody that fished last night. You know, that's one thing about the monster hunt is that, and it was shocking seeing what Epic had to do. He was fishing with the monster baits. Yeah, Jody, I think Tara's not going to be able to make it. So, and J-Dog was going to be the oh my gosh, the Joey anyhow. So it's J-Dog that's fishing.
Steve Moses said, "What cracked him up was Epic's face last night when Kevin asked him to weigh the smaller ones."
Yeah. Yeah, Epic is you know,
Tonight's gonna be some TV.
You got a nose hair out of place, Danny. You got a nose hair out of place.
That thing is getting wild. Look out.
Hey, y'all
Yeah,
better
Dan,
get on it, man. I'm dragging feet to give you a head start. Let's go.
Make it look easy. Wants to know what the score is, Stan.
Well, let's see. We have Murillo Family Fishing. They are at like they're at 1.44 because Tony Harrison, that's right. So, and JTC, we all know that he can pull out the fish with 8 minutes left to go and snatch victory from the person that was winning it for hours and hours with only 8 minutes left. We all know that he could do that. I'm not harsh about it or anything, and y'all can never figure out who was in second place that night. Let's see. But yeah, so great, going to be a great show. 6 p.m. tonight, Palmetto Cats Channel. I'm not, trying to get any favoritism or anything, Kevin.
It happened again. How did that happen?
I don't know. Well, the Palmetto Cat shirt is magic. It is one of the lucky shirts out there from one of the best channels out there. Just saying.
Big Wrench, I'll let Dan know when he gets back closer to the camera.
Yeah, if that was a GAR contest, Danny had it won hands down.
Man, that water looks low where Danny's at.
Sure does.
What is that noise?
I'm not sure.
Might be my reel.
No.
It might be my base test reel you hear. I'm standing pretty
Gotcha.
close to the phone, and it likes to make a little noise.
That's right. You know, we're not used to hearing you out there fishing. We're constantly reeling it in. After a while, you start to know who's casting and who's based on the sounds of their reels.
I'm in my alter ego today, Ditch Pickle Dog.
Ditch Pickle
There you
Dog.
The alter ego.
Big Wrench said their water is extremely low again.
922 Crappie Barbecue. That's right. We can point to them for the win. But so far, it appears that we have Murillo Family Fishing is in the lead with 1.44. 1 pound for the channel cat that was caught, because we got to give at least the whole point for that. And then,
did he weigh that fish?
I don't believe so. But we'll give a whole point for that. And then 0.44 for Lauren catching the amazing bait fish with her hands. So definitely that got to give that. Now we've got Captain Morgan on the board with 0.22 for that skipjack. And we've got Catfish Dog on the board with 0.22 for that big old red ear. Got to keep this monster detention show clean tonight again. Yeah, he did a great job of controlling all the juvenile delinquent anglers out there last night. It almost got out of hand. We almost had a slip, but Principal Kevin was right there to keep it in control. But I tell you what, for those of us that are doing the trophy, out there trying to catch those monster catfish, like that is the stressful one, because you want to prove that you can catch that biggest fish. And it's a very stressful tournament, because you're focused on just that one fish. A lot of the other tournaments, either numbers, or even for the other ones, like like now, or Jody's the Flathead Challenge, STANday, or any of the other tournaments like that, where it does go by weight. You're still thinking, okay, I can catch some 20-pounders and get some good points, or I can do this and that. But when it's that one big fish, you automatically think, okay, donkey baits. I got to go for that one monster. And you saw that's what happened that was what I was trying to bring up earlier. Saw what happened to Epic last night is kind of what Michael was talking about before, with that whole influx of the shad there. For some reason, there was giant schools of small shad where Epic was at, and they were throwing out the donkey baits and carp and everything else, and nothing, not a bump. And so they went and they netted some fresh shad, and they were putting 2 or 3 shad on, 3 or 4 inch shad, which for Epic and them, that's not even a small bait. That's like
it's a micro bait.
Yeah, micro bait, exactly. But bam, that's when minnow, they started catching fish. What's that?
That's our minnow.
Yeah, I mean they were nothing, and once they switched down to the smaller bait, bam. So, and I think a lot of times we're hesitant to do that, because you're thinking, oh, I got to keep these big baits on. And, like Parker had just kept the big baits on all night and didn't get a bump. And, fishing in a general area.
Now, Murillo's trying to catch carp. I'm using them for bait.
There you go.
Hey, Danny.
Yeah.
Big Wrench wants you to know this is not a gar show today.
Got it.
Oh no, Gar. At least Gar count today, Danny. Gar count today, so you'll get points for it.
Hey, you know what? The mistake I made last night, I probably should have came here because I was in the slack water, the shallow flats. I don't know how well you can see it. This water here is ripping. It's boiling. It's churning, and it is deep.
Yeah, you can see it from here.
I better put him back in the live well because he's like really not liking me sitting there holding.
Yeah, Uncle Jeep was saying for Epic, those fish last night, those bait fish last night were like a pizza topping. Yeah, that was like anchovies on a pizza.
Talking about small baits, it's reminding me of a saying I've been hearing around going, even elephants eat peanuts.
That's right. That's right. And that's the whole. Danny, Size Matters is reminding you to save your energy for next weekend.
Dude, when have you ever seen me without any energy? I got Red Bulls on a morphine drip.
You may be one of the few people that out energy me, Danny. So that's saying something.
Now I do. You know what? I do have my moments when I will hit that slump at the bottom. Usually it comes around about 36 hours after fishing.
And well, let's talk about what is going on for y'all next weekend.
Well, I think that is Fishing Fever that's got the Fever Bash or whatever it is.
Fever Believer Bash. That's right. That's right.
That's it. Well, I'm not in that, but it just so happens my buddy Size Matters is, and he found out I was going to be in Kentucky next weekend, and I thought we were going to keep it a top secret deal, but they blew the lid off of it last night.
Apparently.
But, he's not going to have one, but he's going to have two Joeys, to my understanding. It's going to be me and Matt from Wanna Be Outdoors. We're going to be in Kentucky with Size Matters and see what we can do. I'm going to be fishing waters with him that I've never fished before.
Yeah, I don't think he could hold in. He made a whole Facebook post.
I'm pretty sure we're just going to tie a boogie board to the back of the boat and drag Matt.
I'm fishing me some new water today, Danny. Place I've never been to before.
Really?
I caught some really nice bass yesterday, and I caught 3 really nice big channel cats last night.
Nice.
My daughter was like, "Dang, look at them fish." I said, "Look, they don't call me the catfish dog for nothing." I mean,
you know, my first thought last night was to come to this spot, but I've fished here before, and man, the signal is, you know, it's hit or miss. Some days it's great. Some days you're just roboting all over the place. I may be now. I don't know.
No, you're not bad. You're not bad right now.
Well, normally in this spot, it's like,
Yep. Definitely one of the side, it's not just fishing in those online tournaments. It's a lot of it is the signal also. Finding the best spots that have the best signal can sometimes be tough.
and it's always
signal
a really good
to
time.
me, signal is the #1 enemy of an online YouTuber or online fisherman, without a doubt, because you can have some of the hottest spots that you know you're going to get on some big quality fish. No signal, guess what? That spot's worthless.
Yep.
I agree.
I mean, you can do production videos there, but man, I honestly, I hate doing production videos. I'll do them, but man, the biggest part of this to me is, whether you catch fish or not, is hanging out with people, man. I mean, that's #1 right there.
Absolutely.
Yep, interaction, no doubt. That's what this is made for, interaction.
I'll be right back,
saying,
Stan.
you sound great at the noon. All right. Thank you, Dustin. 92 said you sound great at the moment, Danny. Size Matter says he's too pumped up. He couldn't resist it.
Brother, I'm all about having fun, so you just go at it however you want.
Yeah, you know, Andrew, you're not going to have any fun with Danny. He's just going to sit there all calm and quiet. And
There's a good chance.
Yeah.
There's a good chance that that's a lie.
You know, kind of like me. He'll just sit there. You won't hear another word out of him. We'll just sit there quiet. And
yeah, I was rushing to get over here today, and I've gathered stuff around the house. I got my drink cooler in one hand. I got the bait bucket in the other hand. A couple other things. You got my phone case and all that stuff that I got all my equipment in. And Stacia said, "Aren't you going to even eat breakfast?" And I thought, my hands are full, woman. So she shoved 3 pieces of bacon in my mouth.
Hey, Bugman, how's it going? Bugman saying, wish he was there. Wish he was here today. He's driving. Yeah, so we were talking a lot about CatCon earlier.
Oh.
Definitely looking forward to that again.
Do you know how big of a deal CatCon's got to be that people start talking about it months before it happens?
Well, we just got the update. 166 days left.
That's right.
Oh.
What's up, Morgan?
Morning, Bugman.
Then I pulled up this spot, looked down here, and just had all kinds of visions of rods going down left and right.
922 said, yeah, I couldn't fish my hot spots yesterday. He was fishing in the Panfish Nation tournament, I believe. And no signal, and the ditch pickle squads were in his crappie spot, so blowing up the water. So but he didn't skunk, so that's a success.
Boom, boom, bam.
And thank you. Boom, boom, bam. Wayne House, good morning, y'all. Always great to see you, Wayne. Thank you, with the $5, boom, boom, bam.
Morning, Wayne.
Always great to see you, Wayne.
Yeah, the gar were so thick where I was fishing last night that I caught 2 of them that weren't even anywhere near the hook. I guess they swam through the line and got it wrapped around their nose or something. But I pulled in 2 gar that were just tied up like a cowboy. Ooh, we just got our first little tap on the Mad Cat's boat, the Lisa rod. It just got a little whack on it. Let's see if he's going to go ahead and do something with it. Come on, baby. You can do it. Come on. That's a pretty good little thump on there.
What's up, bro? Brian B.
Oh, boy, Brian B's in here.
Hey, now, easy. That's my best friend, dude.
I mean, all right, Brian B's here.
That's more like it.
Good morning. What? Good morning, you fart sniffers.
No BS catfishing. What's going on?
Ooh, pizza in the oven. Woo. I can chat some. Consider this your warning.
I've never seen anybody eat more pizza than Brian B.
Well, that was Rhonda.
Always got pizza going.
Oh, dog dropped out again. We were just talking about the signal thing.
Donald Knight Sr., good morning.
Cindy in the house. Good morning, Cindy. No BS. How you doing?
Just to give you a perspective of how low this river has dropped. I don't know if you can see down there. You see where the rocks go up and then the grass starts?
Mm-hmm.
I'm usually sitting in the grass.
Wow. We were talking about that earlier when you were down there setting your rods.
Yeah, dude, I'm seeing rocks and concrete slabs in this river that I've never seen before right now. Matter of fact, I'm going to take a walk after a while and pick up about half the gear I've lost over the past year. Hey, I did last night. I picked up, what was it, 24 of my rigs I found last night walking the bank.
Wow.
Wow.
No, the hooks and stuff I wasn't that worried about, but it's been hard for me to get a hold of lead to pour sinkers and weights and stuff. So I was really happy to start seeing those weights laying on the bank. I'm like, you're mine, you're mine, you're mine.
Yep. Yep. And getting, then you get some of that old line and stuff out of the water. There's already enough
Oh,
snag
yeah.
points there. And great. That's great.
Well, I mean, I've got that 5-gallon bucket down there beside the bait thing that I carry with me. That's basically for just picking up stuff like that.
Yep.
And 9 times out of 10, when I leave out of here, that bucket is full.
All right, Big Wrench. Gotcha.
I used to try to carry a trash bag down here, but so many times I would fill it up with stuff and there would be something sharp in there. And I'd be walking halfway up the bank and the bag would rip open and I'm picking it up twice. So I said, nope, we're going 5-gallon bucket.
You want me to get it, Stan?
Sure. Go for it. Boom, boom, bam. What's up, JG?
What's happening? How is all my friends this morning?
Good morning,
We are
man.
doing great. We are doing great.
Fantastic.
That's great.
Thank you, Brian B.
Yeah, maybe we can get some sort of rotation going on at the front door this year, Dustin.
That was my plan. I haven't talked to Steve yet, though.
Yes, sir.
So JG in the house. What's up, JG? How you doing this fine morning?
I am doing great. I love the STANdays, man. I got tired of typing, so I thought I'd just come up here and hang out.
That's good. That's good. I know you've been doing some late Saturday nights with the music.
Oh yeah, I stay busy all the time with that. It's all right, It's extra income, and I really enjoy it.
Well, I've got a whole new tactic that I came up with for STANday. I haven't fished it much this year, but the number one thing is you get up and you turn it on because I'm gonna be late. That's gonna happen. But you turn it on and check it out first. If Tony Harrison is on there, I don't even bother. Like crap, Tony's fishing. I'm out.
Crazy. Man.
Oh yeah, Jody, what you doing? Sorry, go ahead.
All right, Catfish Dog. Catfish Dog said signal just dropped off the earth. Thanks for having me. Good luck to all. I'm watching. All right, Dog. Great to have you up. Thanks for jumping in on STANday this weekend. Always great to see you. And you didn't skunk. You're on the board with the .22 for that amazing red ear on a 6-foot catfish hook.
Going to Skull Rush?
Can't wait to get the commercials back on Friday nights, but we know how that goes. He hasn't been on the he hasn't been popping up on Friday nights yet, but recently because his grandson's football games, but that'll be coming back soon. So we find any more fish, Lauren? What's up, Mac? Mac is saying, "Don't be scared of Tony."
I'm not scared of him. I'm just not stupid.
No more fishies.
So far, Murillo family fishing and Lauren's in the lead with 1.44, 1 point for that channel cat, and 0.44 for the two fish. We think they were suckers, right? Is that what we were going with?
Red tail suckers.
Red-tail suckers. 0.44 for catching them with her hand.
Man, she's schooling you, Stan.
She certainly is. She usually does.
We got to get your granddaughter back out there, Stan. Get Tiny back out there fishing. I'm sure she fishes a lot.
That's right.
But maybe not on stand days, but
Yeah, it's been when as kids get a little older, especially the girls, they got now they're doing softball and they get involved with a lot of other things. But yeah, they still get out there with us when they can, and she has a blast when we go out on Dustin's boat. Of course, until she can't drive, and then she's like, "All right, I'm out of here."
yeah, I think who gave her the name Captain Tiny? Was that Dustin?
Probably.
Yeah, well,
I think so. Yeah.
We should have called her Captain Blackbeard, Tiny Blackbeard, or something, because she just commandeered Dustin's boat and says, "Okay, I'm driving. Drop the anchor, lift the anchor, hoist the sail. We're gone."
I got to the house one time to pick up the boat and stand, and Tiny comes out with the backpack, and I said, "You going with us?" She goes, "Yeah." I said, "Okay."
Blackbeard's my nemesis.
Blackbeard's your nemesis, Captain Morgan?
Captain Morgan versus Captain Tiny. There we go. We've got a call out.
Yeah.
So I get there, and I find out that she was going to go with her dad until she found out the big boat was going.
She's going for the big boat.
I'm driving today, right?
She's like to drive.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of when you give a little girl, you lay $1 bill down on the table or a quarter. They'll always pick the quarter because the girls like the shiny things.
Catfishing Fever Outdoors. Good morning.
What's up, Lynn? How's it going? That's right. Jody says, "Look at Captain Morgan doing his pose." That'd be a good battle. Captain Morgan against Captain Tiny.
I like Captain Morgan's Benemy top there. That's just that keeps things out of your way, and you put that away pretty fast too.
So let's see. I think I heard Lynn is fishing tonight, right?
An umbrella.
An umbrella.
Well, Big Wrench, my truck was fine all the way to Lexington, Virginia, and then the fuel pump that was just replaced went bad again. So it was stranded out in Lexington, so my mechanic has towed it back here to Chesterfield, and they had to order another fuel pump, so it should be here by Tuesday.
Man, the carp are just rolling like crazy in this little eddy right here, which brings up a point. I got 3 rods out. Yeah, you've never seen me fish with 3 rods. Usually I got way more than that. But the line is really tight on it because the current's swift.
Time to trade.
There have been times that I know it to be a fact. That line will be real tight, and there's so many carp in there, they'll bump your line and the rod will go like that. It's just carp running into your line.
Yep.
It's so irritating, man. You're like, oh.
Hey, Danny, can you catch one of those carp? You got any way to catch them?
Those are the invasive carp, the big head carp and the silver carp. They are plankton feeders, so unlike the common carp, you can catch those on like corn, worms, stuff like that.
Right.
But the bigger invasive carp, that's part of the problem, is that they will not bite a hook. That being said, that's not 100% true, because I had back a couple years ago, I had a trot line set out with goldfish on it, and a freaking Asian carp was on there eating one of the goldfish. Now, did he just like swim by, open his mouth, and the fish just happened to go in there? I don't know. But they don't eat normal food like a common carp does, which will work the bottom and pick up worms and corn and whatever you throw out there. They are strictly filter feeders. They swim around with their mouth open and eat plankton and stuff.
Right.
So to get them to bite a hook, I mean, is it possible? Yes. Is it probable? Absolutely not.
Big Wrench said you should snag them.
Oh yeah, I can snag the crap out of them, but
I like the sound of
I
that.
don't have my snagging hook with me today.
Oh, you should always have a snagging hook, Danny.
Well, when you got a bucket full of live carp, you pretty much don't need it.
Well, Skull Rush, I would agree with you, but they had to order the fuel pump from Chevrolet because apparently they don't make an aftermarket fuel pump for my truck. So that's where they ordered this other one from. So maybe it was just at a bad batch, just a coincidence. I don't know.
There's no coincidence it says Chevy on it.
Murillo, you just traded your truck for another ride, didn't you? You
Yeah.
have some transmission problems?
Good morning.
That was my wife, Miss Lisa.
There's
Morning,
no
Miss Lisa.
coincidence that truck says Ford on it either. Transmission problems.
Danny, you've been having good luck with your truck, pulling the camper and stuff. What do you have? It's a Chevrolet?
I have a 2019 GMC.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
that truck's
I
been
can't make fun of them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but that truck has been absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and that truck cruises at 80. That's where it wants to ride.
Oh yeah. I broke that truck. I bought that truck brand new off the lot, and we broke it in at 80 miles an hour, and it's maintained that pretty much. So it's used to it.
Yeah.
That's his baseline then.
Do what?
So that's the baseline now, 80 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, every morning Danny's driving to work, on Hog Legs channel. And he'll be in the trees and everything. It's just flying by. It's like, holy crap, Danny. Just leave a little earlier, man. You're making us all
The
nervous.
telephone poles are going by like a picket fence.
922 said, "That slow? I've seen Danny drive."
What kills me,
Now,
there
JG
is nothing
was,
out there.
JG was telling me on the way here in chat, said, be careful, drive slow. I'm like, well, I have to come into the river because there are 2 state troopers that live between me and the river, and I'm on my second strike.
Hey, just try what Jody does and give him a sticker and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, Danny, we don't want you to lose your license, man, because I think you're going to have a hard time getting somebody to take you to the river as much as you want to go.
I know it, man. It would be the end of me. So, yeah, I've slowed it down going to the river for sure.
Trust me. Trust me. That's the hardest part anymore. And I have a lot of people that go do a lot of fishing, and that's the hardest part.
Yeah, trying to get a ride to the lake, or the river, yeah.
Well, luckily,
Hey, J-Dog's in the house. Well, we have each other.
I forgot who I was talking to one day, and we're having a conversation. And he said, well, it might have been Hog Leg. He said, because his truck was tore up. He said, well, I've got a boat, but I've got no way to get it to the river. And I said, let me explain something to you. Okay? If you've got a boat, you got tons of buddies that'll pull that to the river. I guarantee you. Because a guy with a boat can get a ride to the river faster than a guy with a truck can find somebody that wants them to pull their boat.
I've seen more of those U-Haul trucks at the boat ramps. The 1995 a day trucks. Yeah, that's what you got.
Oh my God, I've seen that before. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, speaking of that,
That's funny.
there's Brian B out in the chat. I don't
Between
remember
my
what
truck and his
was.
boat,
Go ahead, Dustin.
No BS catfishing.
I was just gonna say between my truck and Brian B's boat, we'd never get to the river.
There you go. There you go. Well, I remember Brian B had to do that for one of the tournaments. I don't remember which one it was. He had to go get the U-Haul to get the truck, get the boat to the river.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm. Oh, you got E. I tell you, I'm blessed in the fact that Stan and his family is gracious enough to let me keep my boat at their house, just because of my HOA. But regardless of that, even if I'm broke down, yeah, Stan. Even if I'm broke down, Stan 3 will come out at midnight and still tow my boat back to their house.
Oh, that's true. That's what family does. That's what we do. See, but that's that was just a little. Maybe it was selfish on my part because then I'm thinking, well, Dustin's got to come here to pick up the boat, so I can just jump in the boat.
Look, I came by the house with the boat before I'm not keeping it in my house.
This is true, and that's kind of that's just we've become a pretty good family here on the James River.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree, Shade Tree.
I don't even live at the James River, and I feel like I'm part of that family.
You are.
Well, of course you are. Of course you are.
Yeah.
Well, Danny, what are you laughing at?
Say hey to
I'm
J-Dog.
surprised that we haven't seen at least one STANday where Stan's sitting in Justin's boat in his front yard going, "Welcome to STANday." Coming to you live from Dustin's boat in my front yard.
With a rod out.
There was
Hey,
a
Stan, we
reason
could
for
get.
that.
Hey, we could get some of those fish pillows. You get some fish pillows and throw them out in the yard, and then we're reeling the fish pillows.
Of course.
Yeah, man.
You just gotta go get that monster from John Parker.
Yeah.
Or I could just catch this epic catfish right.
Oh, look.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, don't you break that.
See, you guys, whenever I bring up something like that, and it's just a passing thought in your head, you kind of picture it. But with me, it plays out like a whole movie.
Hey, Parker Pursuits, good morning.
Jerry!
Good morning, Jerry. Good to see you.
What a great group
some of
the
the
night would have been killer here last night.
Yeah, some of the thoughts that comes out of Danny's head, he has a saying there that says, I want to either leave that in the green room or I might bring it out. And I think Danny needs to leave a lot of that stuff in the green room. But man, it's hilarious.
There is a green room in my head, and there's a lot of stuff waiting to get out.
Oh wow.
Well, here is why that hasn't happened yet. Without where the boat's at, we had Verizon. Well, we still have Verizon, but we had our modem was from apparently we haven't had it updated since 2013. Well, we now have the new modem. We didn't have Wi-Fi signal even outside of the house. Even up here in the room, we didn't have it. So now I'm full Wi-Fi. We have Wi-Fi outside, so you never know. You may see a STANday with me sitting in the boat out in the driveway.
Hey, and I guarantee you we'll all be watching.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I'd have to get the ladder out, though, because I'm not able to. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to get up into the boat.
Right.
Those days are done.
Hey, morning, Freddie.
Good morning, Freddie.
Loving the new logo.
Steve Mosley in here. Big Wrench Catfishing. I like that new logo. The new logo looks really good there, Freddie.
It does. It pops, doesn't it?
It sure does.
Yeah, I really like Two Stand's logo. It's a great logo.
Let's see, Freddie, FOA, saying, just stopping by to hit that thumbs up and say hi. Headed out outside to change the trailer tires. Yeah, unfortunately, they had a trailer incident on the way home yesterday. Blew out a tire, and so he's getting that ready because he's supposed to fish the monster hunt tonight. But he's saying, sorry, FOA is going to win the monster hunt tonight.
Don't apologize.
You got Freddie, you got STANday, you got several FOA. FOA Pro Step is actually winning right now. Greenwell in the lead.
There you go.
I don't think 39 is holding up, though, with all the great rivers and great anglers in it tonight. I don't think 39 is going to hold up.
It's going to be tough.
That's a nice fish for
I
Greenwell,
think it'd be tough for him to hold with that 39. I mean, not
especially right.
trying to put any bad juju on Mike. I love Mike Greenwell to death. If he can hold it, God bless him. But I just really think somebody's going to bust that 39.
Well, it's that time of year out here on the James.
That's a nice fish, though. Greenwell caught. I mean, it was nice. I was happy for him. He made a long boat ride to go catch that fish. I think he said he went 10 miles.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jody says Freddie is sleep typing again if he thinks he's beating me tonight. Yeah, we've seen Jody catch some big fish on live tournaments like that. Jody's fishing tonight. You got Fishizzle fishing tonight. So there's two right there from the Tennessee River. Both on a regular basis catch bigger than 40s. Of course, you got STANday and probably myself going to be on the James River tonight. And
yeah, and Austin fishing last night too.
Austin fishing last night. Tonight with STANday. I think we've seen STANday catch one or two over 40 pounds.
Yeah, one or two.
I can hear the Smith family now at the softball game this evening. Hurry up, hit the ball, throw, hurry up. That's an out, huh? Yeah. We got to go.
Yeah. There may or may not be bribes paid. There may or may not be bribes paid to the umpires. Okay, we need this to end quick. Here we go.
Yeah.
You go fishing?
Yeah,
we'll
fishing.
take you a guided trip on the river.
Yeah.
Fishing and cooking with Mike Chavez is in the house saying good morning all.
Good morning, Mike.
61 awesome people out there watching and listening. Thank you, everybody. And good morning, Mike and Mama. That's what I'm excited about. Mike Chavez and Sharon. Mama's going to be at CatCon this year. That's going to be great, getting to spend some time with her. Just awesome
What
people.
I want to know is, does anybody out here have on any two stands gear? You know, that's worth .22.
Right. I appreciate that, JG. I love that little. STANday did come out with the new "Get Your Weight Up" shirt, so that is. I didn't link it today. I forgot to go back in and edit everything and add the stuff.
Is that going to be in your store?
I'm sorry, but it's
is
in the store.
In your store? Okay.
It's in the store. Yep. Get Your Weight Up.
I think
shirt.
Austin already got one. If you want me to show it.
Sure.
All right, give me a second.
He was he's talking with Teespring about that because for some reason they messed up the font, but that is, he does have that on there now.
That reminds me of
perfect.
It reminds me of a story.
Ahead,
so I was working with a company, and anyway, long story short, the guy had ordered like 10,000 flyers, right? These mail out flyers, and he handed me one after they'd already printed them, and he said, "Here, check this out." And I looked at it for a few seconds. I said, "That's great and all, but it's got the wrong phone number on it," and handed it back to him. I thought he was going to have a cow.
Wow.
He said, "I had two or three people look at that." I said, "Well, try again,
You had the
Sam."
wrong people. You had the wrong people looking at it. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's what it would remind me of that. I had the wrong font or whatever. That's what reminded me of that. Nothing like, oh, I got 200 new T-shirts. Oh, it's spelled wrong. Oh,
Yeah. Well, that's why whenever you have something like that, you show it to a math guy, because obviously he's going to see numbers. You show it to a guy that does that's into English and literature and things like that, because he's going to see the letters. And then you show it to a graphic guy, because he's going to see all the other fonts and all the other things like that. So,
Or you just get yourself an agent.
or you just get an agent. There you go, and he deals with all that stuff.
Hey, are you ready for Dennis Stone's pro tip of the day?
here we go. Hey, wait a minute. Let me do a drum roll.
It's gonna take a second. Now,
Oh no! Oh no! Brace yourself.
if you're in your waters and the water is dropping real low, like this situation I'm in right now, and the water is super low, your drought conditions. Do you know how to tell if an area has big catfish in it? Do you?
Tell us, Danny.
Let me
No,
tell
we
you
don't.
how. Hold on.
Let's put that on full screen, Dustin.
Got it.
Thank you.
You walk around the bank and you find broken rod tips that still have the bell on them. They're laying everywhere.
Wow.
And there must be some
cow.
big catfish here, man. There's broken rod tips everywhere. Still got the bell on it.
Most
Hey,
people find arrowheads. Danny Stone finds rod tips.
That's it.
Just the tip, though.
Well, that was kind of beat up, but man, he worked this one over. Somebody painted
Marilla.
that with yellow house paint so it'd be more visible at night, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, Murillo, Danny Stone's giving you a run for your money on the intelligence levels.
Well, I mean, it's
And
just
that
logical.
professional-
I mean, if you're walking along, the water's down,
That
and you're
professional-
finding broken rods laying everywhere, so you got to figure, man, there's a big fish in there just killing these cheap Walmart rods.
That tip was brought to you by the
Oh,
number
my
2.
God. I don't know why Danny's complaining. I don't know why Danny's complaining about not having any lead. They must be 600 pounds of lead about right down through all that concrete right down through there. If he just walked
I'm
right
gonna
down
walk
through there, he
this
can
out.
find it.
I will walk this out before I leave, and I'll pick up quite a few. The hardest part is the big chunks of rocks. A lot of time whenever somebody gets hung up and it breaks off, it drops down in the cracks where you can't find it. Oh, I went through there flipping over rocks like an anteater. I know they're in here somewhere.
I tell you what, with all that rebar, I'd bring a grinder out there, be cutting off pieces of rebar, using that for weight.
You know, that's the thing. I came down here with the bright idea one time of using my metal detector. Dumbest thing I've ever done.
Yeah, the whole
I'm like,
place
dude,
is full
I'm
of
getting hits
rebar.
everywhere.
What's wrong? What, Travis? Now, why is Cindy putting you on the couch, man? Do you smell like bait or something?
Catfish and Fever wants to know who won last night. That was Mike Greenwell with a 39-pounder.
Greenwell.
Yeah.
Well,
but you know
everybody
that-
was just
It was a close.
everybody was just sure that Epic was going to run off with that too.
Sure.
It was close when he had when Mike caught the first 30 whatever pounder, and then 5 minutes later, Epic's like, oh boy, we're hooked up. Oh boy. Everybody thought for sure, that's a 50, 60 pounder coming, and it was I think that was the first flathead that he caught, the 30,
37?
34, 30, 37, something like that. Yeah. Then he caught the blue. Epic caught a lot of, and for him that's a down. Like normally 30s, he'll try to drop them off the hook, so we don't even have to mess with them.
Man, it's so dead here. The buzzard's circling.
Hope you didn't park your vehicle anywhere near them.
I see Lynn in here with Catfish Fever and Outdoors.
Hey, Lynn, what's going on?
Confident Lynn.
Lynn's saying I'm winning tonight, so everyone might as well stay home. Lynn catches some big fish. J Dog saying he's going to his going to where he caught his 72 and 80. So we will see.
I heard J Dog mention something earlier about, is it Madeline? Or something wasn't feeling good? Is that his daughter?
Mason,
Mason.
his son Mason.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely hope he gets feeling better.
I got that shirt if you want me to show it real quick.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Yep. So yeah, he had a different font than that, but that's what. So hopefully there'll be another shirt coming to. Hopefully, be another shirt coming to Austin. Austin has the worst luck with ordering things.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah, he ordered the 2-stand shirt, the black one, and he ordered that the first time. And he didn't really look at it. He just ordered the thing and ordered the size. Well, he ordered what did he get? He ordered a child's large instead of or a child's
large, yeah.
Like that.
Oh.
And child's large instead of adult. And well, let's put it this way: his daughter has a beautiful 2-stand shirt now. So. And then
he ordered Freddy rods and yep.
The Richmond
not once, but twice. The first time they broke it. The second time they lost it. The FOA rods.
And do you know what it takes to break an FOA rod?
A lot.
More than 70 pounds of pressure.
A concrete pylon in the middle of the river.
There you go.
Not even that.
And that didn't even break it. It didn't break the rod. We've caught monster fish. Dustin's had a boat accident with it. Had it caught up in the pylon. Doesn't break the FOA rod. The United States Postal Service, however, can break it.
Not a problem.
They can break it and lose it. So
that's right. They probably broke the second one, didn't want to deliver it, so they lost it.
You know, I have a 6-foot FOA double wide rod, and that thing is sweet.
Yeah, I got a 5-foot and a 6-foot.
Hey, I'm moving.
All right, we got you.
All right, Captain Morgan. But I tell you what, when you hook a fish on that double wide rod, and you stick it to him, I mean, half the rod it's not even bent. I mean, it's like the tip is bent, and you can put whatever you want on that fish. But,
yeah,
I'm not talking about 80, 90 pounder here. I'm talking about 20-pound fish, but it's a really good filling rod and it's quality made.
Yeah, we were out. Sean and myself and Snacks were out, and that night, well, one night we had, I think it was Snacks PB hooked up on the FOA rod, and he had never reeled in a fish on that rod before, and now that's his favorite rod.
And the funny part of that is, Snacks is 6'4".
6'4", 6'5" now, probably.
Long, just like me. Like usually it's the bigger things, and no, that rod is great to use. There you go. JG happens to have one right there. Hey, thank you, Dustin.
It's focusing on you, JG. There you go.
Yeah. I've been working on my studio setup in here. I'll get it. I've got a really nice camera in here, and I need a different lens, and then my lighting, and working on that. But it's fun, and I'll get there eventually. But I know that it seems simple. You just turn on your laptop. Hey, I've got a camera, I've got a mic, and the laptop, and all that. And I'm not there. If y'all see this situation here, it's crazy. I've got racks and racks of gear over here and interfaces and 5 computers. It's nuts, the wiring in here.
Yeah, we were talking about that before, JG. That a few weeks back when you popped up all the stuff going on out there. But you're doing a little more, as you can see in the background there and stuff, a little more than the average person does out here with what we would call a studio.
Right.
Right.
Right. And I'm going to
Just
get to
saying.
the point. I'm going to get to the point to where I can run. I'll have all my my drums. I mean, all my drums, right? The studio drums all are mic'd up, but I want to get that into the stream, and then I want to come up, one evening or something with the band, and just have some fun and hang out and put the chat up on the screen, and play some music, and we can play a lot of our original music. And we can play covers too, but I also thought about doing some live streams when I'm out playing shows, and but I don't want to do that. There's with other live streams going on, But I could make some videos and stuff, but I don't know that's that many people interested in watching me play drums or
Yeah.
not.
I know one person that would
Hey.
watch it, and that's
You guys should play CatCon.
Hey, I tell you what I could do. I could bring my electronic. I've got a set of rolling electronic drums, and I just set those up in the YouTube booth with a little amplifier, and everybody could just play drums and have at it. That'd be fun.
all right.
At
Joe,
the very least, man, you can set those drums up on the stage during the Whisker Awards, and every time it's rare, but every now and then Palmetto says something funny, and you go boom boom.
Yes, sir.
And and the winner
and then yeah, I could
the
do,
drum
I could
roll
do
for the
that.
winner
See,
is,
and I sent Kevin a message earlier in chat. I told him, it's stuff like that I want to discuss with him about CatCon because I want to come. I want to come and hang out and see you guys and help if I can. That kind of thing. And but yeah, I'm all for it. We'll do something. So.
Jody's
Yeah,
actually announcing her
That's
naps.
a brilliant idea, man.
yeah.
You on them drums behind Kevin when he's doing the Whisker Awards? Man, that'll work.
Yeah, and they'll get this when Danny Stone comes up and win his award, I'll have to do a drum solo because the roll just isn't going to be long enough.
I don't know if I'll even be nominated for anything this year.
Oh, come on, Danny.
I told my wife, I said, you know what? Back before I won Bank Angle of the Year or got it, I told her, I said, you know what? On my bucket list, one time. I'd like to get it one time. If I get it one time, then anybody else can have it after that. But I wanted that knocked off my bucket list. So I don't know what I'm going to do now. I'm freaking done.
Hey, you can retire happy, Danny.
There you go.
Yeah. But that Angler of the Year, is a really hard award to win. I mean, it is. Did Bobcat win it last year? Angler of the Year?
He did.
No, that was Danny. Oh wait, who?
No, I got
Danny got
Bank
Bank
He's
Angler.
talking about Angler of the Year.
Angler of the Year.
I think
Angler of the Year is top dog. That's the number one right there.
Yep.
Trust me,
last
that
year
ain't me.
I think it was Kayak Catfishing last year.
It was who, Stan?
I think it was Kayak Catfishing. I think Justin,
That got Angler of the Year?
wasn't it? I don't remember. But I'm nominating. I'm nominating #Stan3. Just saying.
Oh.
There you go. And not to sound, greedy or I ain't gonna lie, I was a little disappointed last year that the piebald with the question mark on its head didn't get nominated for Blue Cat Year. And whenever I asked them about it after, they go, "Dude, you caught that in 2021." I said, "No, I caught that on February 4th, my son's birthday in 2022." They go, "Dude, it would have qualified." I said, "Yeah, that's what I'm saying." Everybody thought I caught it the year before. I didn't.
Oh,
Thank you, Mike.
Well, I tell you what, Mike, those are great shirts, and they're really comfortable shirts. You'll enjoy, and she'll enjoy that.
that's I think most people know that's like to me, like Mike Chavez was he was the one that we started watching when we got here and we were going to start doing some catfishing on the James River. He was the OG for us. So now to be like friends with them and he's ordering our shirt, like that was just like mind blowing moments, and much respect, much love for Mike and Mama there. So that they'll never know how much that means to me. That's right. That's right.
Hey, Danny. J-Dog said, it's not all about you, Danny.
J-Dog always says that.
That's right. It's all about me. It's all about me.
Yeah, Big Wrench. I see your comment in here. I just go through Palmetto Cats if I'm dealing with cat content. He's pretty close by, but I appreciate the heads up there.
But yeah, there was
the
people.
award is YouTube Troll of the Year. I'm throwing J-Dog in there for sure.
Yeah, there'd be a few of them. You got Uncle Jeep, you got J-Dog.
Oh yeah, Uncle Jeep, J-Dog. They love coming in there. Easy now, Buzzard. They love coming in there and just really ripping you a new one, and they're good at it.
Hey, Danny, you were unhooking those gar last night, weren't you? I couldn't tell, but you're actually getting the hooks out of the gar, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't even mess with them. They got so many teeth, and you just end up with shredded arms. What I'd end up with.
Normally, I have a bait towel and I hang on to it, but last night I was just winging it, and that's why I got this big cut on my finger.
Oh.
That fingertip right there is so sore this morning from that gar tooth. It's just throbbing. But I don't care what species it is, other than the invasive carp. Now, I don't know them. But gar, drum, fish like that, they have a purpose and they have a reason. So I don't waste or kill any fish like that. I release them all. You can walk along this bank a lot of times and there'll be dead gar landing where people get them and they kill them, throw them over the bank, smash their heads because they call them bait stealers and stuff.
Break their beak and horrible.
Here's the thing: there's very few fish out there that are a natural enemy to all these invasive carp that we got, and those gar are killing some of the smaller babies. I mean, they can't keep up with this. It's not possible. But it's the best we got right now as far as anything that's being a predator to them.
And not for nothing, gar is some pretty delicious fish. I'm just saying.
Oh, smoke gar, but who wants to clean them, man? You got to break out the chainsaw and the machete.
Jack,
John Parker would be good at it.
Probably got to go to the plasma cutter with that.
Hey, B, how's it going? I'll have to. Next time we get one, I'll have to do a video. Well, thank you. Next time we get one, I have to do a video on cleaning it, because I did it. The way I did it was pretty simple. I got the knife up underneath it and was able to kind of like take the whole thing off. Yep. And I had it done in really quick, and man, it was has the texture of like a gator. Like gator tail almost.
Exactly like gator tail. Yep. You hit that one. You hit the nail right on the head there, buddy.
Dude, I ended up cutting mine into chunks. Go ahead.
I was going to say, Skull Rush said people around there will start fights if they see you throw a gar back in.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Wow.
Oh, they're that way around here.
Yeah, the big thing with gar though is you have to eat it while it's hot.
Oh yeah.
You got to eat gar while it's hot. But what I did is I cut it into chunks and I steamed it like you would lobster. And I tell you what, man, it was amazing with the Old Bay and some Slap Your Mama and some lemon. It was just awesome. It was perfect. Did some poor man lobster with it.
Talking to all these country folks said, "Oh, we just deep fry it." Stan's going, "Oh no, you put a little touch of Old Bay and squeeze a little in there." What are you talking about, man? Throw some batter on it, throw the grease.
Hey, hey, Danny, you know those old
Danny,
truck tailgate mats you can put on, the old rubber mats you put on the tailgate. One time, we smoked a big rock bass one time in a smoker for a couple of hours, and we were so hungry we just took it out of the smoker and unwrapped the tinfoil on the tailgate, and we sat there and ate it on the tailgate with forks. It was awful. It was like vulture week. I'm gonna pull this picture up that John did for me. I'll show it to you.
and Danny, you got to remember, I'm here in the Chesapeake Bay area, so I'm trying to get that Old Bay contract going too. You know, that Old Bay sponsorship. So I had to throw it out in there somehow. Oh, let's put that full.
Back it off
there
just a
you
little
go. Perfect.
bit. There you go. Oh, move it in front of your face. Now back it off.
Block your face. There you go.
There you go. Perfect.
Isn't that
Yeah,
cool?
that's a great one.
I was like, that's so cool. And that was a big surprise this morning for me. He really made my day. He didn't have to do that.
He does that a lot.
It does. It does, JG, and that's what I told him. Back. I think it was a few weeks ago, maybe a month. He was talking. He was getting he was kind of depressed and down about it. Do you believe somebody actually gave him crap that he did that for them without they didn't ask.
I believe it.
And telling him, "Oh, that's copyright, and you're gonna this and that and the other thing." And I'm like, I told him, John, you're gonna have that jackass out there. There's gonna be the occasional one out there. Don't let the joy that you're spreading to people. I said when I saw that, he did the one with Stand 3, where I'm looking through the thing, and I mean,
oh yeah, that's
just
awesome.
it makes you, just like you said, it made your day, and man, you just smile when you get it, and he spread that to so many people. Don't let one or two jackasses spoil that for everybody else. And,
yeah, he's done several for me.
If you look at Snagging Night Live, every single thumbnail we have that we change up has been John Parker. He just sent it to us out of the blue.
J-Dog, Danny said, ask if he wants some white lightning.
J-Dog said, I'm thinking about calling out Danny Stone and fishing from the bank.
Yeah, it's nice, Travis. John is
right.
really taking time for all of us. Not all of us, but he's doing a special thing there, and he doesn't. I don't know if he realizes it or not.
I tell him that, and I mean it in nice ways. I'm like, shoot, I got nothing wrong with my eyesight. I got nothing wrong with my eyesight, and John's got a better eye for art than I do.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll watch John, on his live streams and stuff. His eyeball is like right there at the camera lens.
Yeah, it's like
a big Coke bottle lens.
I'm getting there though.
Oh, you're going to the eye doctor and get new glasses is what you're going to do.
Yeah. I was talking to the eye doctor about it, and I'm bad with the progressives, so we're trying to work something else out. Mike Chavez said, John Parker is awesome. Just keep the fillet knife away from him. That's right. The fillet knife and hot dogs. The fillet knife and hot dogs. That's his work is amazing. Yeah,
hey, he got some good chunks of meat off them catfish, but I would go by his house and say, give me that 5-gallon bucket, because there's another 20 pounds of fish in there.
Right. When people clean catfish, I notice, like if you, like when I go with my dad and, or we're out of a guide party or something, I don't get to go with him near as much as I want to. But, when they come back and then they have guys that will come and clean them per pound, so many dollars per pound or whatever, and clean them. It's worth everything. But they leave so much meat on that fish, especially right there at the top of the head, on the back side of the head. There's some really good meat right there. And belly meat too. A lot of people don't want the belly meat, but it makes such a good soup. You can put the belly meat in the
makes some good
soups.
nuggets too. But that's the only part of a flathead that I really even will eat is the belly meat off a flathead. And I'm not killing the fish just for its belly, so I don't keep any flatheads. I turn them all loose.
Speaking of that, Stan, how was that flathead that we caught last week?
Oh my gosh, that was, and it was delicious. It was amazing. That being said, it's amazing. Don't be afraid of big baits because that was a big bluegill. And what do you think that flathead was? 2 pounds, 3 pounds, maybe.
Maybe.
It had that whole bluegill, swallowed it down, and because the hook, the flathead was so small it couldn't even get the bluegill off of the hook. So when the hook was still in the bluegill when it went down, so it didn't get a chance for the hook to come up and get. So it was hooked really bad and it was bleeding. There was no chance. So I don't waste fish. I took that home and oh my goodness, man, oh
That
man,
bluegill.
Go ahead, Dustin.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
That bluegill was bigger, a bigger top to bottom than the size of that flathead. If you look at the flathead from the front, it kind of went like this and then bulged out where the bluegill was and then went back down.
Yeah.
I have no idea how he got that bluegill down.
Yeah, I don't either, but he did. But man, I tell you what, I same thing that JG was saying. I took it and I got all the meat from the top of the head there. There's even some meat, even in that small one, there was some meat on the cheek, the whole belly section. I ended up with a plate full of fried flathead from that one. And I don't normally keep fish very often either, but man, that was just amazing. It's such a white, flaky, and I bled it out and everything, and it was just awesome.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I felt bad but there was nothing we could do. I mean, you weren't getting the fish back out, the bluegill back out of that flathead, and there's no way he was going to be able to survive with that bluegill in him anyway, and where the hook was. So, Stan did did it a favor, I think, really.
Something that we do around here. I like to keep 1.5 to 2 pound channel cats and blue cats. That's the ones I eat, the 1.5 to 2 pounds. I don't like to get them over 2 pounds because you get the perfect size fillet off of those. But after you take the 2 fillets off there, save that backbone, okay, and go ahead and bread it up and fry it. Dude, you can take your fingers and pull between the bones and get a ton of meat off there after you fry that.
Wow.
All right, that right there is tell me your country without telling me your country.
Yeah.
I fry the bones and pull the meat off the bones,
Yeah.
Hey, we got River Cats in the house saying hello, everybody. Any luck? Well, we got Doug Talley. We got a channel cat about this big. Murillo has caught a.
What's caught today? Yep. And we had a skipjack caught by Captain Morgan. That was a big skipjack, by the way.
That was bigger than the channel cat.
Yeah, about twice as big as the channel cat. And Lauren has caught 2 red-tailed suckers. I'll say it the right way before she corrects me again. 2 red-tailed suckers that she caught by hand, and the 1 pound channel cat. But I think one of the funniest things that Lauren has said on STANday was back when she first started doing the STANdays, and I don't remember how it came up, but she said something. Of course, there's 2 of us, me and Stan 3, and I said something. I'm always talking about myself because that's just what I do. And I said something about, yeah, you know me. I'm Stan 2. You must be talking about me with the good thing. And she says, no, not you, the good-looking one.
I still remember that.
You remember that one? That was hilarious.
We got Mr. Rogers in the house, and good morning, butterflies and sunshine.
Well, Stan, I've switched my cut bait to cut bluegill now.
Oh, now you're
All
gonna
right.
hit something.
So I tried cut sucker, cut wiper, cut shad, and now we're on to cut bluegill. The whole time, all
Well-
I see is Princess Leia in my head saying, "Help me, cut
Help
bluegill. You're my only chance."
Oh my gosh. Hey Stan, did you see Mike Chavez's comment about where he catches his fish?
Oh
No,
yeah,
I
at
missed
Kroger.
There you go. Hey, it's not as used to be. You could go fishing, and I agree. 922. He's saying tails on crappie and gillies are a must when fried. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Same thing. Danny's
Tail.
idea there is great. If you fillet those, you fillet the bluegills and stuff, man. Just like Danny said, bread them up, fry them. You get those fins. I love eating the tails and all that on them.
Oh,
Absolutely. But
Yeah, it's nothing like that fresh fried tail. Nothing like it.
even just driving to the river to fish from the bank nowadays with gas at $4 a gallon, it's not cheap to just go catch fish anymore.
I told my wife the other day, I said, you can't leave the house without $200 bill in your pocket. Crazy.
It's crazy.
You know, I drive that Denali, you know, that thing's got that big 6.4 motor in it or whatever. It's one of those big SUVs. And it gets like 13 miles to the gallon. And I've got some friends that have those big diesel trucks, and you know they're the big Denalis or the Fords or whatever. And one guy was complaining about having a brand new truck and putting the diesel exhaust fluid in it. And I looked at him and I said, "You don't buy a truck like that and complain about the gas prices."
Yeah.
You just don't.
922 said, "It's official live now. I got to go find something to eat."
Absolutely.
That's
Yeah, when we
right.
get to talking about
All right,
food,
Wayne,
you know,
thanks for coming in. Thank you.
Good luck tonight. Oh, he's not fishing tonight. He's saying, okay.
Stan, so you're going to be in the boat with Stan 3 tonight?
I'm going to give you the answer that I give Dustin a lot of times.
Oh,
Probably 100%, most likely, unsure, probably, maybe 100%,
Possibly.
one way or the other. Possibly. There you go.
I like my comment earlier, Dustin. Did you see what I put in there about texting or calling Stan?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Oh, trust me, I know very well. We've had that conversation many times.
Hey, Danny, you didn't read that. Danny, you didn't read that comment I put in there. I put in there and said, "Don't call or text Stan if you need toilet paper."
And it, because I just saw before Dan Goober Time, he'd tried calling me on Friday and yesterday, and I forget a lot of times when I do the live, I turn the do not disturb, or I turn the ringers down and that stuff, and I just don't even see it. And Stan 3 is like, well, that's because you got all those, like right now at the top of my screen, all the notifications. I've always got notifications up there that I don't take down or clear off, and I don't go in and set them to do not, the push notifications from all apps and all that other kind of crap. So yeah,
here's a pro
Go ahead,
tip
Dustin.
on how to talk with Stan. If you need to get a hold of Stan, go on YouTube, find a live, because you know he's going to be in one of them, and have a conversation in chat.
Yeah, I have noticed that about Stan. You know, if I'll make a comment or something on one of his YouTube videos or something, man, he hits you back pretty quick. And and the same thing with Facebook. I've made some comment in there on Facebook, and it was like, bam, there's Stan. I get it now. I know how to do it now, Dustin.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And I really mean no disrespect or it's
Oh.
no negative thing. It's just and I think it's old school. I think it's because of me being old school with, like the phone was something, it was just, that was something that, the parents used the phone and it was a special thing. So I think that's kind of just that old school mentality with some of it.
I still have good memories though. So like on the weekends, I would go stay with my grandparents as a child, and I'd have to call. I go to the other grandparents' house to go to church on Sundays, and I'd have to call them. And you go over there to the wall on the phone and pick it up, and you turn the knob, and it go. I remember that like it was yesterday, man. And
JD,
then
that's part of the escape room I want to create for these 2000s kids. You have to know how to use all that stuff to get out of the escape room.
You got to have one of the old school TVs with the
rabbit ears.
Oh boy, should have stayed in the green room.
I'm glad I can make you laugh today, Danny.
No, I picture Stan. He's got some secret room in his house, and he goes in there and there's screens on the wall. He's like some evil, dark overlord watching everybody in the universe going, I got you, buddy.
Yeah, I think. Hey, Dan. Yeah, I think Stan's sandbagging on us. He probably is that guy.
I was thinking I was going to put that comment up there.
Oh my goodness. Too much.
Stan 3 said, I just realized I was way behind. I saw his comment about the sizzly. I'll bring you a sizzly. Just tell me what you want.
No, but here's with Dustin saying that we had power outage. What, a month or two ago? Well, time is just like I said before. I have no concept of time. It's just a morphing. Time is just there. But it was always a month or two ago, and we were supposed to go fishing. I don't know, was it STANday or no? It was a tournament. Right? Tournament, and we had no power. Yeah. And so I'm getting in touch with Dustin that morning. He's on the way to get the boat and stuff. And he found, I said, we can't go because there's no power and blah, blah, blah. He ended up bringing coffee for us and my wife and everything. And, that's just, you don't, it's hard to meet friends like that, and he just, that meant a lot. That was a really big thing.
They are in the boat. You can use them. They're in the boat. They're in the tote.
Oh, he's going to be happy. We got to get
the
some.
tote.
We got to get some.
It should be on the front right.
Oh, yeah, he's been loving the plane board.
Stan 3 doesn't need to be looking for any food in that boat or anything because there's no food in there, Stan.
No.
No.
I was like, what is it with these guys? They don't have no food. I mean, it's a wonder they even get the water in the boat. I'm like, come on.
I bring liquids, and there's a reason for that.
Yeah. It's just like Danny Stone. He got a new, big, nice Yeti cup full, his wife or somebody got him, and he's out there drinking hot water out of the back of the truck. I'm like, where's the Yeti cup, man?
It's got an ice pack on that.
Yeah, the clips broke on the other planer boards that we were using, so.
Yeah, I've only got the one set in the tote though.
That's perfect. I think he has 2 of them right now.
Okay. I gave my other set of Uncle Lou planer boards to Ed Evans.
What kind of clips does he like, Stan? I've got a bunch of clips here. Does he like the crimp-on or the spin locks on the front line for the planer board?
I'm waiting for him to answer out there. Because you know how that goes. Whatever I say,
oh,
he's going to want the other one.
Oh, gotcha. Hey, I learned, my old man told me one time, says, it doesn't matter if somebody's going to give you something, you should accept it, even if you don't really
Amen.
want it. And then it's like, cause next time if you tell them no, and then next time they're going to they might have something, and then they'll think of, well, they didn't want that last time, so I'll offer it to someone else. So just take it. Somebody's going to give you something. Just get it.
I agree. I agree. And say thank you.
Yeah. Thank you is a big deal. I run into that a lot with musicians that, um, I play with so many different ones, and then you'll walk up to them on stage after the show or whatever, and you'll say, "Man, you played really good tonight," and then they come up with all these different excuses about what they did wrong or this or that, and all I can think of is just one simple answer, man. Just say thank you. If somebody says you did a great job on stage or a great job at work, just say thank you and leave it at
Yeah.
that. You don't have to go into a big story.
Yeah. Well, I would have
That's just
done
my
this or
opinion.
that. Yeah. Oh, I agree 100%. And speaking of that, as you were saying that, or before you said it, he said, "I want to try the spin lock, but
Okay.
thank you. Everything is much appreciated."
Yeah,
But anything is much
I've
appreciated.
got a whole bag of those things in here somewhere. Because I ordered some for the my planer boards, and they're you can spin lock it with your thumb. Like if you get it in, you can just reach up there and then snap it like that, and then you can get the board off. But there's an art to that, doing it by yourself, because you got to hold tension on the fishing line while you take that off. But some people just snap them and let them slide. And if that's what he wants, I've got a whole bunch of them. I'll send him some.
Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. The clip's broke. He's been the last week of August. He caught 10 fish. Well, I'll say over 50, but a lot of them were over 60. 54 awesome
So
people. We got 24 minutes left.
Oh, I was going to give you a heads up in the 2 minutes and say how much time is left.
Oh, there we go. Okay, well, never mind. Forget that I said it.
Dustin, you fired your smoker up anymore?
No, I haven't had time.
Yeah, it takes a long time.
I mean, just to cook a pork shoulder, it takes me an entire day. So,
A pork shoulder is 10 hours. You can do ribs or chicken, whole chickens or something. You can get that done in a couple of hours.
oh, I know.
Oh, you're welcome, STANday. No problem.
Yeah, and
Danny,
that's one thing that there's a.
just send me your address. Text me your address, Stan, or wherever I need to send that.
All right, perfect. Thank you, JG. Did somebody say Danny?
Yeah, I was talking. I was
What?
Danny. Didn't you? Weren't you gonna pull a camper somewhere this month? Weren't
Yeah,
you
we're
going
gonna be
somewhere in the
at.
camper?
That's next weekend.
Okay.
We're gonna go up to over to Kentucky to land between the lakes. I'm gonna be at Canal Campground, Site 22. Stan,
Dude.
You're gonna have a great
Site
funny.
22,
I know.
Canal Campground next weekend. We're going up there between Barkley Lake and Kentucky Lake. We're meeting up with Size Matters Catfishing. Want to be outdoors? Old boy outdoors. Larry Lisenby's coming down from Evansville, Indiana. He's going to be there. We may or may not have Parker Pursuits and Fishing and Freedom. Depends on what their schedule looks like. And there's a couple other people maybe showing up.
That's
Nice.
gonna be fun, man. Yeah, I've been up there
For
quite
us,
a bit.
not for the people at the campground.
Yeah, there's a park up there, like at the land between the lakes. You can go in there and drive your car in there, and the buffalo walk right up to your car.
My wife's done put her foot down and said, I know you're meeting all these guys and you're going fishing. You're not going to fish the whole time. We're taking the kids to that Patty Smith's Old Town Settlement, and we're going to see the elk and the buffalo. I'm like, okay, but it's got to be like quick. See the buffalo? Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they
Hey, you
drive
remember-
right up to them.
It's gonna be like
Wow.
one of the Chevy Chase in the Vacation movie when they went and saw the Grand Canyon and they ran up there and went, "All right, let's go."
Yeah. All right, no BS. Thank you, thank you.
Hey, Stan, how much more time we got?
22 minutes left. I think
That's
we just
Murillo's
bought
thing.
it. We just bought it. And Danny Stan 3 wants to know: did you pick 22, or did it just happen by chance?
No, we actually picked it
There you go.
because here's the thing: Site 22. There's several loops in that campground. Okay, Site 22 is, get this, Stan. It is in Fisherman's Loop.
There you go. Just
Nice.
some things are meant to be.
Yep. That was the loop that site was in. Site 22 is in Fisherman's Loop. Another one they've got, I can't remember the names of them because they're not important.
I see Rebel River Cats in here. Doug, I just want to say, man, I'm really glad you're okay. That whole deal you went through with your boat the other night and that log catching that anchor rope, man, for you to be able to cut that line like you did, that's a big deal. And people don't realize that, how fast things can happen or go wrong. But having a serrated, really sharp knife just laying right there, if you need to cut an anchor rope for whatever reason, is a really good idea. But I'm glad you're okay. And but that is a scary thing.
And that's not uncommon occurrence here on the James, and in a lot of other rivers that are tidal rivers, because you've constantly got the tide coming up, going back down, coming up, going back down. So it's constantly pulling things into the river. You got a tree by the river, or even a dead tree that kind of rolls down, and after a while it'll just pull it down in. And so we always have you always got to be on the watch out for things like that. And man, and Doug's got just a small John boat like us, and that tree definitely weighs more than the boat. So it easily would have pulled it under. And so was he on a live when it happened, or
No,
we
I
just
don't
heard
think
the story?
so.
I know he brought it
He
up.
was just out there fishing
I know
by
he brought it up
himself.
to us, but man, and I know that's why Dustin doesn't like to go out at night by himself. And
Yep.
No. Well, you can't see the stuff.
I'm not a big fan of it. Yeah. When was it, Dustin? We were just talking about that
Last week.
last week.
Yep.
We were talking about it, and we were kind of just coming back around, and so many things that you'll see one little bump and you will get by it, and here it is, like a 15-20 foot section of a tree or a limb or something, and all you saw was one little piece. And it was a super tide, is what Stan 3 was saying. So yeah, with the fuller moons and stuff, you get the tide goes up and down even more. So all that stuff that's right at the edge of the tide line, when that tide gets higher, it gets all that stuff down in. And
Yeah,
he came in Europe. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I heard it too, because I was on Cindy's channel when he came in there. Well, I remember him saying that he was fishing, but then I didn't find out till later on that something had happened to him. But anyway, I'm glad you're okay there, Doug. That's awesome, man.
Absolutely.
Without a doubt.
I was thinking, you're talking about trash. I just recently sold my houseboat. I had a 36-foot houseboat up on Lake James. I had it since 1994, but anyway, I'd always take the boat out in middle October, and just ride it out there and turn it around to get a little sludge off the tunes before I brought it back in to winterize it. And I went out there just like I normally do. I wasn't 200 yards from the dock, and I hit something with the engine, and I had a 94 stroke Honda on that thing, and I hit something with the engine, and I didn't see anything, and it shredded the prop, tore the front gear out of it, and it took me a year and a half to get it fixed because the motor was over 10 years old. It was awful.
Donald Long in the house. How's it going, Donald?
Morning, Donald.
And if you fish rivers and even lakes, just because there wasn't something there before, doesn't mean that it won't be something there now. A couple months ago, we experienced that with Dustin out in Dustin's boat. We were going up to a place that we've been through many, many times to get bait, and all of a sudden, boom, boom, we're like, what was that? And then there was this tree on the bottom where, shallow. We were fishing in shallow, and it was lower tide, and this tree all of a sudden is there that was never there since we've been using that spot. So you never know. You never know. But yeah, definitely, Doug. And Creo has this thing for the anchor rope. It's a cleat. So you wrap the line in there, and then if you need to quickly get rid of the cleat, you pull it from the other side, and it pulls right out of the cleat. So that's another safety thing. That's another good point about the as far as anchors go with Never Lost anchors. It's got the zip tie at the top. So if that happens and a tree comes and grabs that anchor line, it'll pop it from the top, and then it turns the anchor, so it'll just pull the anchor along the bottom, which again is a little safety feature, gives you a little bit extra time to get the rope cut or whatever. But definitely always got to be. Yeah, there you go, Ed. Ed said he fishes by himself at night all the time. But where he's at, if the boat goes down, he can walk to shore.
I don't even think there's enough water in the river that Ed fishes to get over the sides of his boat.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of the Pennsylvania rivers up there are like that.
Hey, STANday, I see you said you pulled a 20-foot tree out of the channel, standing straight up and down. I want to tell you something, man. There might be money in those trees. People pay big money for watered logs for mantles and stuff. I mean, they do. They pay big bucks for it.
Man.
Dude, have you ever seen when they take those logs into a sawmill and they'll do a cut on it to check it? It's some of the grain in there, what that does to it after being underwater for so long. It's some of the coolest colors you ever saw.
Yeah. But I'm serious.
Well,
people
little
pay
did we
big
know.
money for that stuff. Hey, Dustin, we're going to have to move your boat out back to the house because we're going to start piling logs in the yard.
I just pick them up and throw them out of my way.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I was throwing money.
Oh, wow.
That's right, Murillo. All that stuff out there on the bank, man. People pay big bucks for that.
You have to take 2 doses of ethanol to drive fast at night. That's
Ain't that the truth?
Other thing Dustin and I were talking about.
We got people. There's right across from the. Oh yeah.
I didn't know it was there. Wow. That current is always ripping down through there. Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, I got a centerpiece I made out of driftwood.
Wow.
Really?
It's only 12 minutes.
That must be awesome looking.
Hopefully we're gonna be.
I was gonna say too, knowing your river, especially if you're gonna fish at night, is also very important because there's a spot right across from the boat ramp where the vultures are. That if you don't have your lights on, when there's a bridge back in there, apparently there's a cut that people keep their boats back in there. They come flying out of that area, and if they don't pay attention, if they're not looking for you, they can hit you real easy.
Shoot, they'll do that even during the day, remember?
Oh yeah.
Oh. Who'd we lose? We lost Captain. All right, Cindy, have a good day. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, and that's big water down there.
Got 12 minutes.
I think one of the funniest things I've seen was STANday pulling in a huge boat with his boat wouldn't start and stuff, and with his kayak. Big old bayliner pulled the boat across up the river with his kayak.
Who's going to bring in the last minute fish?
Well, it's not a skunk, at least. At least we have the, thanks to the Murillos, the 1 pound channel cat is holding up so far.
This is like an episode of Jody's Friday Night Fishing when the doc wins with the small fish.
I was thinking the same thing.
Come on, Danny.
Hey, STANday, you still in here?
Yep.
I have like I went over here and dug out some of these clips. Let's see if is this what you're wanting?
There you go.
Oh. That's right. STANday was saying it was a 24-foot cuddy cabin. He's saying, "Yep, that's it."
Okay. Yeah, I've got like a whole bag of them.
Oh wow! Thank you. He ended up.
How many do you want? How many does he need? I just send him, whatever. There's a bunch of them in here.
Yeah, four should do. 4 to 6 should be plenty.
I'll send
think
6.
Just make sure you
That would
send
be
him
great,
a quantity that's divisible by 2. These guys like to work in 2s.
Yeah.
You notice I said 4 or 6, right?
Yeah. Hey Murillo, you're right, and I think Dustin and 2Stand still will still stand 3 stuff, so he has to hide it.
Yeah.
No. It's the other way around.
Oh.
I think it's the other way around. That's why I've got my FOA rod hidden on Dustin's boat right now.
Now I will say that I only have at the moment I have 5, but I've only had 4 rods that I usually use when I'm out by myself. And so sometimes if I see STANday or STANday out on the water, I'm like, hey, can I borrow a couple of your rods? So they're nice enough to do that. So.
Yeah, STANday has made himself a couple of boards.
Yeah, Micah Burkhart had a good little video making those. I don't know if that's what he followed, but with he did the noodles with the duct tape and all that, and the
he actually
stuff. I don't know.
He actually used some. We had some of the giant Jenga blocks, so he kind of used that, and kind of like after. In our opinion, the best boards out there are the Uncle Lou boards, the Uncle Lou planer boards, and so fashioned it after that. And the only thing he changed is the one that's on the right. He put it back a little bit, so there was extra. So it would, there was more weight, more flotation to the opposite direction to pull it out there a little further. He says, "No, the Uncle Lou board." So instead of it being dead center, he put a little bit more flotation on the sides that he wanted it to pull, so they pull out a little further than the other one.
Hey Dustin, do you have hey Shy Daddy, Dustin, do you have Stan's address?
I think so.
Well, I'm just saying you text me the address because I know Monkey over here won't get it done. Yeah, I'm talking about this monkey over here.
Hold on, let me ask him. Stan, can I send him your address?
Oh, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Okay.
My wife is laughing. She's like, "Yeah, I'm still waiting on him to do something from 2 years ago."
I used to blame, hey Murillo, we used to blame this on Senior Moments. I think he's got himself muted. But we used to blame this on Senior Moments, but I'm kind of worried about 2Stand.
See, she said he had forgotten something from 2 years ago. It's still divisible by 2. Everything's still okay.
Yeah. And you heard it from Murillo.
STANday is laughing. He's like, "Yep, they all know you too well."
Yeah, it's like, just Dustin, just send me the address. I know who I'm working with.
And I was just saying that to Dustin. I'm like, I know it comes off like I'm an a-hole or something, and I really do not mean it to be that way. There's no rude intention behind it at all. It's just, I'm working on it. Yeah. Well, that's better than what I thought you were going to say over there, woman. She said airhead. I thought she was going to call me something else.
Done.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Dustin.
I just got it. I'll get that in the mail.
Can you have
You
it there
don't
by
want-
tonight?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I could run down to Office Depot. FedEx down there.
Oh yeah, there's Rebel River Cat, Doug. I still.
Space
Yeah, I
Cadet.
know she's on me about that one too. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
have her and Stan 3
Wait a
do it, and then that way it'll get done.
Wait a minute. I may have a figurine up here with Stan. Hang on. Let me see if I can find it.
We got you, Captain.
Oh, Captain Morgan back in with the last. Is he gonna catch a fish? Last minute.
No, it's power went out. Yeah, I'm gonna try.
There we go. You got 6 minutes. Divisible by 2.
Stan 3 said
6
it's like
minutes.
the space cadet. There it is.
Marvin the Martian. Pew 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 pew.
Hey, I've got a cool one over here too. I've got a cool one over here. It's a Pez machine.
Oh,
My wife did a lot of decorating in the studio. It's like a museum in here. There's stuff everywhere.
Speaking of studio, you got a beautiful studio. I got guinea pigs in my studio.
Guinea pigs.
I got 2 of them.
I'll be right back.
Donald Knight says that shirt rocks. JG with the Led Zeppelin.
Oh, I know, Ed.
Jody's saying Parker got a nice fish this morning.
Hey, Ed, it's right here.
You see what Dustin is doing? He's just holding on to it until you come back down here fishing again. That's what we're waiting on.
I even brought in my packaging from my truck so I could put it in the packaging, put your address on it, mail it out, but you know how life is.
Hey Stan, what's the show turning into when we start showing off our Pez machines? I think
I tell you what.
we may be lacking. We may be lacking in fish caught here.
That's
Check
all
it out.
right. That's all right.
Hey Dustin,
Sir.
check it out.
Oh, look at that.
That is hilarious.
That is a cool Pez dispenser right there.
Wow, that is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, we got Wiley in here.
Oh, there we go. There's my dude right there. Wile E. Coyote. That's always been my guy.
He's got the Acme jetpack. He's got the Acme jetpack on his back.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah.
I have Wile E. Coyote. Oh, it's in the group chat. All right, thank you, Jody. I've got Wile E. Coyote. That's my tattoo that I have. Because that's who I. There's everybody's got a cartoon character out there after him, and Wiley's my guy because you know what? He never catches that bird, and he may fall off a 10,000-foot cliff and have the anvil fall on him. But what does he do? He gets right back up, dusts himself off, and tries to come up with a better plan, and that's which doesn't work either. And he takes second place again, and gets back out there the next tournament, takes second place again, but he doesn't give up.
Yeah, I saw. I was in tied in second place in the live fishing league and with Fish Chisel, and I'm going to fish that November 4th tournament with so and try to build some more points, but I lost my train of thought. What I was going to say. Oh well, that's a Stan moment.
See there?
2 minutes.
Be careful; it's contagious.
2 minutes.
But you know what? One of the favorite shows out there right now is Hog Leg in the morning. So, and you know what? There's no fishing there. Just talking about things, and we happen to be talking about things, and there were some fish caught today. So,
yeah, there were. Boy, I tell you what, Murillo's really come on strong. He's been fishing a lot here lately. A lot. Good for you, Murillo.
That's right. Murillo Family Fishing, they won quite a few STANdays over the summer. Well, that's just going to be stand 3 in first place after tonight. But
well,
he's part of 2 stands fishing.
How many points does stand 3 have right now on the live
15
league? 15. He does have 15. Well, if he wins, then he'll be tied with Tony Harrison.
Stand 3's just holding back right now. He's going to come on strong at the end, saying, "I gave you all a chance."
Well, if
I was just glad to add 1 point to my score last time. I thought I was going to get nothing.
Yeah. That's right. If Tony catches a fish tonight, Tony would be in the lead by 1 point.
All right.
Because then that would put him at 31.
All right, gang. It's 12 o'clock. I'm going to jump out of here. Y'all, love y'all. Thanks for having me.
All right, JG.
Told you, brother, anytime, you're always welcome to come up. Thank you. Can't thank you enough, my friend.
See y'all later.
See you later.
Bye.
Well, Danny, anything you want to add before we get out of here?
Well, I thought this was going to be easy pickings today, but no. Like an idiot, I scheduled a live in 15 minutes. And I'm starting to really kind of regret that. But in the next 15 minutes, I'm going to run up to the truck. I'm going to grab an armful of rods. I'm going to come down on my carpet, bomb the crap out of this place.
Sometimes that's what you got to do.
Well, I've got 3 rods out, and they're all in the deepest part of this hole. If you look down there, it comes up to a shelf. And I'm going to throw several rods down there and see if that doesn't make a difference. And right now we're fishing with all cut carp. I've got some live bluegills. We're going to throw them out there too and see if we can get something going. But yeah, I'll do the live. If it's really sucking bad, it'll probably just be about an hour and then we'll get out of here. But if it picks up, we'll hang in there and see if we can't have a little more fun with people.
All right. Thanks. Good luck, Danny. Good luck. We'll see you over there. I'll
definitely be packed up and home by the time the show starts tonight for that, because I definitely don't want to miss any of that.
Yes, definitely. I can't wait to see that, or I can't wait to see it or be part of it. One or the other, but
oh, you're going to do both.
Hey, Stan, well, if Stan 3 gets out of the water before you, just let me know and I'll come pick you up and take you out to him.
Oh, there we go. Thank you. Let's see. Captain Morgan, thank you for coming up today.
Yeah.
You got the skipjack.
Okay, matey. You take it easy. Thanks a lot. Danny, send me your link. I'll go on there with you.
Okay. Sure will. Whenever I got a schedule, I'll get Stan.
Thanks, Stan, for letting me on here.
Me and Stan talk and go over. So I was going to do it right at 11 o'clock, and I thought, you better add 15 minutes to that at least.
Well, thank you, Danny. Love you, brother.
As usual, did a good job,
I'll
Stan.
drop the link to anybody that's out fishing who wants to fish. We can all sit here and not catch fish together.
Well, Captain Morgan, it's always great seeing you out there. I love watching y'all out live. You've been doing great. Love having you come up. Love watching you on Jody's and stuff.
Oh, hold on.
Bye.
Well, and speaking of Murillo Family Fishing winning STANday with 1.44 points today, Murillo Family Fishing. What would you like to say, Michael and Lauren?
Well, I think this is more evidence to the fact that fishing is not all about the fish. You gotta have fun. You gotta be outside, enjoy that.
Thank goodness for that.
It's always good to be fishing with some friends and enjoy some good conversation. So next time we'll try to do this, but add about 50 pounds of fish.
Good to see you.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
well,
it was fun.
Wait.
Great job. Wait. And
look at these two guys coming at me at ramming speed.
I see this. Look at this.
Man, they're gonna run wrong on top of my stuff.
That could be a world record catch right there, Danny.
Oh, I've hooked them before. Never got one in though.
Well, you get double points. You'll get double points if you land them.
Never got one in though.
He is pushing some water, buddy.
And Dustin, anything you'd like to add?
No, thanks. Always says thanks. Well, there I go. I said no, I have nothing to say, but thanks for letting me come up and host STANday or help host co-host STANday today. And I always enjoy coming up here. And I've had a YouTube withdrawal for the last couple of days. I haven't been on since I've been out of town, but so it's good to be back on the camera and see everybody and chat with everybody. And good job, everybody, today. And we will talk to you next week. Good luck tonight, everybody.
Bye.
Awesome. Yeah, I was going to be shocked if you weren't here this morning. I knew you must have been having withdrawals because I know I was. But so thank you for always popping up and helping. Mike, great seeing you out there. Thank you, everybody, for fishing.
God bless everyone.
Good luck tonight to everybody fishing the monster hunt. It's anybody's game tonight. It could be Jody. Hey, I see you, Landon. Fire Chief Landon's there. And Evans is saying, Fire Chief Landon. But
hey, that's the catfish boat I want. Can you imagine how many rods I get off the back of that thing? I'd give Jody a run for her money.
And with that being said, we are jumping out of here. Deuces, everybody. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate everybody being such a big part of STANday. We're gone. Deuces.